Okay, what is up, everybody? Welcome. Thank you for checking out the stream. I know it's kind of unusual time for me. It is 12, but that is because we have a great group here to join me, and it is the team from Nemesis Games. We got Dirk and Cornelius, and I see, is it Powell? Is that how you say it? In the
Almost.
Okay, how do you say it?
Pavel.
Powell. I hope I did a little bit better. I'm horrible at pronunciation, but I got the team from Nemesis Games. So guys, what is up? Thank you so much for joining me. How are you doing?
Doing great. Thank you for having us.
Of
Yeah,
course.
doing fantastic. It's an exciting time. Like 1 hour ago, we hit the button and opened the pledge manager. So yeah, we're super happy to be here. Super happy to take the next steps.
And
Yeah, as soon as we're done with our pledge manager, we can place our order and box everything up and ship it to people. So for us, this is a big, turn, maybe towards the top of the mountain, and then we'll start rolling down really fast.
yeah, and I do have a link to the pledge manager in the description below. So if you guys want to check that out, check the link. I'll try to post it here as well. But you guys even added some new stuff, which is the trays for the character mats, right? So like for a little bit more organization, right?
That's right. Yeah, we found Uprising is got a lot of table presence, and
Yeah.
depending on where your drinks are located or your chips, you might be pushing your cards around. So we wanted something that would hold the cards up for you. And then while we were organizing that, we thought we'd put everything else together on the same tray. So
Yeah, and I
um,
pulled up
an
yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
yeah, an entire faction should fit on that tray, and then you won't knock anything over. And we made it very narrow so that when you put it on your table, it shouldn't stick over at all if your table's the correct size.
Right. And I did pull up the page, so we are kind of looking at it right now, and it looks awesome. I love the cards standing up like that, and you got the little trays for the resources. Very cool. Because, like you said, it is a huge table presence. But it is an awesome game, and I do want to say congratulations. I know the game has been a success for you guys. A lot of people talk about this. A lot of people love this game, me included. And I also want to give you guys a shout out because I saw the game before, and I reached out to you guys. Dirk got back to me, gave me a shot, sent me a copy of the game. So thank you to Dirk. But I fell in love with this game. And I am still planning to do my top 10 video for games, my all-time favorite games. But this has creeped into that number 10 spot so far. So I
Yeah,
do
that's
just,
amazing.
yes, I love the game. And guess what? I still haven't won a game yet. That's how much I love the game. So congratulations to you guys. Fantastic job. I know you guys put a lot of, blood and sweat into this one.
Yeah, a lot of sweat. The blood comes from the players.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
no, it's true. Yeah, it's a labor of love. We,
Yeah.
I think, spent at least 5 years in development, and I'm very grateful to Cornelius and Pavel that they had the patience with me. I can be a bit of a perfectionist, but yeah, it was also never a discussion between us if we want to launch or if it's ready. Like, I think we all had a very good feeling when it was perfect in for us, and then we did it, and yeah, it's amazing to see. It's a dream come true.
Yeah, that's totally right. I mean, we all have our opinions, and sometimes I can be very grumpy. I'm good at saying no, and Pavel and Dirk are good at saying yes. But it's true, and we all knew when it was just right. And I think we should also say about the expansion here that it is, in my opinion, one of the greatest expansions released for any game. I was looking through my tower of games on my beautiful IKEA Kallax, and looking at all the expansions and the value I got, and oh, I was happy to buy those expansions. But I think anyone getting this one will get so much stuff. They will have tripled the possibilities for playtime. So I hope people have time and the willpower to appreciate it because it's really packed full of good stuff that we spent a long time getting exactly right.
That
Yeah,
doesn't bloat the game, right,
Nope.
Cornelius?
It actually makes the game a little smoother sometimes, like Ether is a little bit smoother, and you have more ways of helping each other, and you have more ways of rearming yourself in the middle of a chapter. So a lot of that sort of downtime and like the really sharp edges are you can avoid them now. And you also, I see the painted curse miniatures are right there, and nothing says class like tentacles coming out of your table.
Yeah, yeah, and that's one of the things that actually surprised me, that you guys went with the 3D minis, at least for the curses. Are you guys planning on doing any more minis for the game, like in the future?
We looked at that a few times. It is very expensive to
Right.
join the minis world. You have to design them with good artists, and then you have to print all the molds and stuff. And I'm not sure we're the best at that, whereas we're pretty good at like designing games. And people like the standees, so I would say probably not. This is probably
Mhm.
from our current plan as far as we'll go, because Chaos didn't have a 3D mini, right? There were garrisons for the Empire, and there's your havens
Oh,
for the factions. So these guys get a 3D mini, and then that's probably enough for this game.
Yeah, yeah. We had a couple of minis, but we were aware that we have so many different units, like up to 100, and that would be so much work and so expensive. And like we were also warned that if we can't match like the best of the best, the talk about Uprising will always be like, ah, yeah, the minis are not that great, and that's also something that we didn't want to do because like we had no experience, we had zero experience making a board game, we had zero experience in producing a board game, we had zero experience in shipping a board game worldwide, and we didn't want to add like the zero experience in doing miniatures. We did a couple, and I love them because like you can stack the little haven, like the wall and tower on the haven. You can stack the miniatures, but we thought, okay, if we can't do like a full scale miniature line because there are just so many different ones, which would also have become so expensive, we said like, let's do the best standees ever because we knew a lot of standees and we were not like convinced, and we always thought like there must be a better way to do them, so we just set out to make the best standees ever, and surprisingly a lot of people regard them as that, like the best standees ever, so I think they just also become kind of a trademark for us, and I think we have not yet ended, like I think we can even make them better, so and people love them, so yeah, I think we will always have the best standees ever.
yeah, and they are fantastic. And I think another thing to consider is, I think if you went with minis for all of these, you might have to get a bigger board. Because I just don't see, like, because if you get a full army on one of these tiles, like the standees even, it can be a crowded tile. So with the minis, it might just be a little too much. But they
Yeah,
are fantastic.
yeah, and again, it would just be a huge pile of gray unpainted plastic.
Yes.
And when we started to prototype them and we saw them on the board, I really also fell in love with the look and feel because it looks so good, and the colors are so important for like your strategic decisions. You see where, and you really need to see where everything is on the board. So
Yes.
at one point I thought, okay, we can definitely not go back from that. This is so much better. So I think for this kind of game, standees also in a way work better, and they come painted, pre-painted.
Yeah, and that is an important thing, is because this board can start to get like there's a lot of units on there, and you need to be able to
A
see
lot.
easily where your units are and where the enemy is and stuff like that. So yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so also something special for this stream. Dirk was cool enough to send me the new Druid cards. So we have I have some tokens that are going to represent the is it Aether? Ether? So we have
Ether.
Ether. We have some tokens. I gotta choose which ones we're gonna use, and we have the new Druid card. So can you guys explain to me how these work?
One of the top things we heard from people was like, it's the dice are tyrannical, and yeah, it's true. The dice, if they don't like you, are very cool. So this was one of the very first mechanics we put together, and it pretty quickly lived on the Druids because the Druids were always a feature of the game that we wanted to get some more attention on, because these are sort of the organizing, principle of why the good guys are fighting the bad guys is the Druids are bringing them together. So the cards got bigger. They produce a resource now, and they have really neat art on them too. We love this art. It was actually druid art that first sort of, I think, enchanted me when Dirk's like, the druids look like this. And I was like, oh my god, that's so trippy. So now we're able to show that to everyone. Yeah, and the first use of Aether is you can get a reroll all your dice before you do anything else. And then we were talking to folks online, and we were thinking, let's find some more stuff to do with Aether. And so we've been playtesting different suggestions we had from the campaign, and now we have a second use of Aether, which is the Aether token, which is on a druid, can be used to activate that in a combat. So even if you're on a curse, when you normally can't use bolts, you can still use the Aether. So having both those abilities really makes the initial bad dice roll much less punishing, and you can move forward with a bit more confidence later in the game.
Okay. So even without activating the druid card, if you have an Aether, you can use that for a reroll.
Yep.
Okay, and then is that one dice, as many dice as you want to?
All your dice, and you have to do it before you manipulate the dice with anything else.
Okay.
So once you do your Aether reroll, you can then start manipulating dice as much as you want, and even use another Aether from another druid to switch on that druid's power.
Okay, and these druids replace the existing druids in the game, is that right?
That's right. They just got more abilities.
Okay.
We had to slightly downgrade one of the druids, which was the Wanderer, who was maybe a little bit hastily printed, and so he's a little less powerful, but everything else is exactly the same.
Okay.
Maybe it's also worth mentioning that you start with all 4 druids revealed.
Yes, that's what Pavel just said in the chat. That's very cool, and that also makes it a lot easier for me to show off some of these cards, because I did print these off. I laminated them, so we're gonna take a look at just some of these. Let's see which ones we got. You can see here the artwork is fantastic. So we got, this guy is the Deep Dweller. It says refresh phase. If there is 1+ Horde in play, place 1 Aether here. And in Archery and Clash, place one of your units from any graveyard in any explored hex without enemy units. After damage, once per combat. Okay. Very cool. Yeah, we got some other ones here. I'm not going to read every one of them off, but it says if there's 1+ Legion in play, place 1 Aether here. Okay. Ignore all damage showing on 1 die your enemy rolled. And this is just a way, so I really like this idea, because so far when I'm reading this, like, it doesn't look like you're going to get that much Aether in the game, right? So you're going to get a little bit, which is going to be just enough to maybe save that one roll, right? That one bad roll, maybe 2-3 bad rolls, right? So it's not going to like break the game, but it's going to give you a little bit more, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I really like that, because, again, like I mentioned, I have not won a game yet. I think this is my 11th game, and I'm not going to play a full 4-chapter game here. I'm going to play 2 chapters. But even if I win this one, I have to win 4 chapters. I have to win a 4-chapter game. So that is my goal. But even though I haven't won, I fell in love with it. So, and I do really like the new druids. They're going to add a little bit of mitigation to the rolls and stuff like that. So awesome. I'm really excited about this. Okay, so we'll put that there. We did set up everything else. So I am going to be playing as Syndra, the Witch, and I forget what the faction is called. You guys probably know better than
Those
me.
are the Droon.
The Droon, okay. And then also I'm going to be playing as Kyushi, the Wayfarer. And I kind of picked these guys because these factions, they seem like their units are... The cost isn't as... it's kind of like a good balance. Like the Sword Sisters here, you get to roll a yellow die. And she just costs Assault and a... God, what's the red called? The red resource.
The red resource is Plunder, which is hard materials like wood and stone and bone.
That's right. And then so I kind of like the cost associated with this faction. And then the other faction over here, we got the Stone Shells. Same deal. 1 Salt and 1 Plunder. And we can even get this Reef King, 4 salt and 5 food. So I kind of like, and these are, I think the Kyushi, this faction is from the expansion. Is that right? The Arch Nemesis expansion? Yep. And this one is from the core box. I think my favorite faction that's kind of grown on me is the Horde. What's with the Horde with the
Waituma.
Yes, because you can get a lot more units instead of just the max on the tile, right? And it's just, you can run through and just, kind of just lose units, and it's just a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so let's see what we got. Work calls I have to rewatch later. All right, Steven. And everybody on chat, thank you so much for stopping by. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask in the chat. We can ask some of these guys. Or if you have any questions later on, feel free to post those in the comment section. We can get back to you. And you guys do have a fantastic Discord as well. So I'll try to link that, but you guys are really active on that as well. So
yeah, thank you very much. For everybody who has a question regarding Uprising, please feel always free to be in touch. It's info@nemesis.games. So yeah.
And we're also on the Discord, and you'll find us pretty much anywhere.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I did want to mention is, in addition to the fantastic game, you guys as a company, I put you guys up there with Chip Theory Games, Far Off Games. You can feel the passion from you guys, and you guys are really active on Board Game Geek, answering a bunch of questions on the Discord. So you guys are just, you can tell, like you said, it's just a labor of love, and you guys have put a lot into this game, and it shows. It really does show. You're taking some feedback, right, but not changing the game around completely. I think you guys are doing a fantastic job, and congratulations on the success of the game. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you very much. We love the expansion. Like we playtested it a bunch, and what we really tried, and I mentioned that briefly earlier, that we didn't want to bloat the game with an expansion, because we saw that a couple of times happening. Like when we have a favorite game and an expansion comes out, it just bloats the game, and it's a different experience afterwards. And we thought we had such a great how to call that, Cornelius, like a sweet spot when it comes to headspace. There's a lot of things going on, but you are able to manage it. And when we playtested new stuff and we felt that this takes away from that sweet spot, we just said like, nope, it's not going to happen. So I think all the things that are coming with this expansion are just like the cherry on the cake, the top on the, how do you say that, Cornelius?
Yeah, like the
icing on the cake.
Icing on the cake, cherry on top.
Okay. Yeah.
Donut on my spaghetti. Yeah, it's very true. We did delete so much stuff that just anything that wasn't smooth was gone. So there's no difference in playtime with all this new stuff. There's very little extra setup.
And did you guys have this when you were originally coming up with the game, you were about finished? Did you guys already kind of have this expansion made, and you just said, hey, let's not put it into the original campaign just yet, let's wait for down the road?
Not really.
Okay.
I think like a lot of it was in our heads. Like we always wanted to have mercenary units with like elite dice. That was just like an idea that always came up on the balcony over and over again, but there's just so much time to do stuff. And like as Cornelius said, Cornelius always wanted to have art on the Druids. So I think it was kind of a wish list that we had in the back of our minds then, that just is realized in this expansion in that way.
That's very cool. Is there anything about this that you guys are like most excited about? Like something in particular, something specific?
I'm most excited about the Banes. Like these little special extra abilities that you draw randomly for each horde and each legions. They come up and they basically, as you have played the game, sometimes you have these crazy chain reactions, and the Banes kind of turbocharge that, and like we saw stuff happening that is just like really absolutely surprising and crazy, and I love that part. It's maybe the smallest part of the expansion. It's not a new faction, or it's not like a new horde, or like not Aether, but it's a tiny thing. But that's maybe my personal favorite.
And that comes in the Titans of the First Age box?
Correct.
Okay, and then so do these Druids, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
very cool.
the Titans box is filled with a bunch of modular things you can add, like the mercenaries, the druids, and the banes. But you don't have to add all of them. You could just add one, or add as many as you want, depending on how much harder or more options you want.
Sorry, did you say how much harder you want to make it?
I did.
Well, you guys are probably like pros at the game, right? So you guys can probably
Yeah.
handle all the advanced stuff and everything like that. So I can see for you guys, and maybe one day I'll get there. But for me, I'm still playing without the advanced stuff. I'm still trying to get that first win.
Yeah. We heard that a couple of times, and I guess it's a trap that you can fall in easily. We are probably too good at the game and just overestimate like people, but it's winnable. So if you just stick to it, and we had a lot of people that like played the games 100 times and told us like, I haven't opened the Arch Nemesis expansion yet, and I'm really looking forward to open those in like a couple of years when I feel ready. And that's also cool, and like I was surprised to hear that, but that's great. Like, I think if you really love Uprising with all the stuff, you have like the potential to even in over years add stuff and discover new stuff. And yeah.
Yeah, and that's one thing I'm excited about as well, because I did open the Arch Nemesis box and I only played with the new factions in there. I haven't played with any of the Arch Nemesis stuff, any of the advanced stuff, or anything like that.
Oh
so
boy.
yeah, so
Yeah.
so I'm
How much harder do you want it?
I guess a lot harder. But I'm excited about that because, like you said, eventually when I get that win, maybe I'll get a little bit better, slowly and incrementally, add some stuff to the game, mix it up a little bit, so it's still going to be a new experience down the road
Yeah,
for me.
I'm happy that you are hanging in there and that you are not like disheartened. We lost, like we had the game at a stage where we I think lost 20 games in a row. And just to figure it out how to win our own game, and that was a couple of years ago. But I think that's also part of the journey. You will win eventually at one point, and like many people said that they don't feel that the game is unfairly stacked against them. It's basically a learning curve that they have to master, and maybe Uprising has one of the steepest learning curves, but I don't think that the game is unfairly stacked against you or that it's based on luck of your dice. So yeah, you're making us proud as a rebel to hang in there, and Rome and Norngard wasn't conquered in a day.
Well, look, I'm used to difficult games. I play a lot here on the channel, and what I always say is, and I lose a lot of them, but what I always say is as long as you're enjoying that journey, that process, and you still lose, that's okay, because you had a good time. And this is definitely one of those where it's just like, hey, I lost, but I tell you what though, it is getting closer. I think in the past probably 6 or 7 games, one of my factions has always been in the lead by a decent amount, and the second faction is close. So I'm closing in on a win.
There's just a lot to uncover and to discover when it comes to all of that.
Awesome.
And
awesome.
we wanted the game to be a challenge. Like we just designed the game that we love, and like if we are playing a cooperative game, we want it to be hard. If we would play a cooperative game, and we would just win it the very first time, I don't know how we would feel about that game. So it's also by design.
Yeah, and that's another one of those things. When you finally win, right, you feel so accomplished, right? You've achieved something. So fantastic job again. So I have everything laid out. It has been, the last time I played was actually the last time no, I think I played another game off camera. But quick question again, just as a little refresher. When it says to place, and it's great having you guys here on audio because I can ask you these questions. And one more thing is, I do just want to say, we're not going to have these guys for the whole stream. They are going to have to jump out because, again, the PM just opened up today, so they're going to be busy today answering questions and stuff like that. But while we got them, ask away. All right. So I did have a quest card here, which had an immediate effect. Place one curse on any empty hex. Now, that is a hex without the red X, correct? Or it still can be?
I think it can be any empty hex.
Even with the red X on it? Like one
Yep,
of the
if it
Howling
doesn't-
Whites? Okay. All right, very cool. That helps me out a little bit.
Yeah, it's American rules. If it's not prohibited, it's permitted.
Okay, okay. All right, very cool. All right, so we'll just get going. And let's see, I did write down some more questions. So I guess as I'm just going through the motions, I think I already asked, but do you guys have any, without the minis, do you guys have any plans for any future content for the game?
We were told by many people, like, wow, this is good, please stop. And so, and that's very good advice. It is a very good game, and we don't want to overbalance it. So I think we intend to. It's not a closed door, but it'll have to be as good as everything else we've added. So we don't have a big pipeline of content that we're going to spray across the internet. We think this really stands on its own. But in the future, we might have some more stuff if it's really good.
Okay, okay. And then I guess along those lines, if you don't, or even if you do you guys have any plans to make any future games? Any different games?
Yeah.
Maybe, maybe.
Maybe.
Okay.
No, we love the game business, and we've been trying to think of some really good mechanics, and when we've come up with some, I'm really surprised at, like, when the muse drops down from the heavens and tells you, like, here's a mechanic nobody's using, and we're like, that would be really
Why not
cool.
Muse from the heaven?
Yeah,
Why is
well,
that no one using that?
so we're we'll reveal more later. But
Okay.
yeah, we have some really good ideas for our next game.
Yeah, but it's like like we are 100% focused now on delivery and production
Right.
because that is what we want and have to do. Like, we won't start anything new before not every backer has their copy in their hands, and we are giving everything to be on time. I think we are very well prepared, and so again, there might be things in the back of our heads as ideas and pictures, and we are super excited to explore them. Like, we know the state of the industry, and it's really rough and tough for backers and companies alike, and to us, it's still is a blessing and a dream come true that so many people supported us and trusted us with their money to do this. So we are super excited. We are super motivated. This is going to be absolutely great. We had we got the samples in for the deluxe resources, and they are absolutely amazing. We love them so much. We should do more with like wood and I think people who love the game can really look forward to that.
This is one of those
it's going
games
to be super
I
cool.
want to take everything and just dial it up to customize it. I even want to look, I was trying to look on Etsy, but I want to get even the hex protectors. I have them for Nemesis, the game, but I want to get them for this as well. I know they got to be adjacent to each other, so it might have to be slim, but I just want to bling this game out as much as possible because it's just...
It's the same here, and that's also like our development philosophy or theory, because we play Uprising and we want these things, and that was always like our guideline. Would we want to have them? Would we want to have like deluxe wooden resources? Hell yeah! It's a weird spot that we can just say like, okay, then we are going to do them, and that's super cool.
Yeah, I'm adding everything that I don't have. I mean, I even got the playmat. Like, I bought the playmat after I played the game just because I love it so much, and I'm using that right now. So everything for this, I'm getting the minis for the crap. I'm forgetting the names.
Curses.
What's that?
Curses.
The curses.
The
Yeah.
minis.
It's. I feel like I got too much going on in my head, but so the minis for those, the resources, the works. So
yeah, you have great taste in games.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Okay, so I did reveal an event card, and guys, just interrupt me whenever you guys got to go. Completely fine.
Sure. Sure, we will let you know. Just one thing before you dive in there.
Yeah.
When you are on the chapter track and you come to the spot where you would reveal a druid, that is basically replaced with the production of ether. So at that point, you would go through each of the druids and would start placing ether on them.
Okay, very cool. And that was okay. The very first thing, reveal a druid card, which also brings me to I drew an event card. Choose a hero to roll their hero dice, and if they roll a certain amount of values, reveal one druid card. So,
Perfect.
of course, my wife is calling me. She's all mixed up about the stream time. I will call her back, or I will text her in a second. So, reveals this. So, okay, so we got place 1 horde at threat 4 in the fog grave. So I did already shuffle these up. And just a note, we didn't have any ether trigger because we got if there are 5+ skeletons, if there are 7+ hexes with garrisons, if there is +1 legion, and if there is 1+ legion, or if there's 1+ horde. All right, so the first one we got is the banished. Got the banished here. And which one? I think there's one that I kind of house rule. If I draw that one first, I think it's the false messiah. Like, I think, what does he do? He goes to the haven, right? He goes to one of the players' havens.
He would go to a sea tower if you draw him.
Oh,
like
the sea
chapter
tower.
1.
Okay, okay. All right, so we got the banished here. So set the banished threat to 5. So let's get this out. And again, you guys are probably going to see some moves that I make that are you would not do, but again, I haven't played.
I would do them. I am very bad at this game.
I'm also very bad. Like,
Well, I love to
Pavel
hear
is
that,
the one.
Cornelius.
Yeah. No, we love making quick and bad decisions all the time.
I like it. I like it. Okay, so we got okay, so his immediate effects, set the banished threat to 5, choose one quest and resolve its failure effect. So this one's failure is discard this quest and draw a new one. So perfect. So we'll get that out of the way and we'll draw a new quest. And we now have another immediate effect. I gotta tell you, I'm not really a fan. I'm joking, by the way, but I'm not really a fan of these immediate effects on the quests just because it's like hard enough. And some of these immediate effects I just do not like from the quest. It's like, come on, guys. Come on now. But I'm joking.
No, they're meant to punish you. You're not wrong.
Yeah. But the quest, I think of the quest as like, something I really like. And then so when I see one that also does something bad to me, I'm like, oh, man. Okay, so it says for every player, place 1 garrison on a hex with a garrison. Okay. So
But I don't think you had to draw a new quest, did you? Did the failure effect draw a new one for you?
It said discard this quest and draw a new one. Yep.
Okay, then yeah, you did the right thing. Oh, that sucks for you.
It does. That's what I'm saying, Cornelius. Okay, so let's put this on here. All right. Okay, so we resolved that, and he is going to be placed on the fall grave, not adjacent to a haven. So we're going to place him right here. We might have him try to fight one of these garrisons here. Okay, so we put him there, and then place 1 horde at threat 4 on a sea tower, and we have the counter of omens. Counter of omens. Threat 4. And he has a lower initiative. So place him here. Counter of omens, sea tower. Let's place him right here, and then he also places 2 skeletons on his hex. All right. Yeah, and one of the things I really love about the game, like I said, I haven't played since the last time I did the stream. However, you guys got this chapter track over here, and I have to say, this is one of the most helpful things. Because I know a lot of these games, they do the reference sheets, right, like a card or something like that. But just having it on the board makes it so much easier to have this token that goes down the board, and you can easily remember where you are, what to do. Fantastic. Fantastic idea.
Thanks.
Okay, so we have that, and that is the event card. Okay. Okay. Get the defense. Next event, place 1 activation. Okay. There we go. All right, draw 2 feats. All right. Do you guys have a favorite faction?
I think my favorite factions are the Crow,
Okay. Okay.
followed by the Nethersea Pirates, which will come in the expansion, and I also love the Renegade Legion.
Okay. All right. Cornelius.
For me, it's always been the Droon because one of my D&D characters was one of the heroes there, and like it just always like spoke to me these weird witchy goths out in the woods. Um,
That's awesome,
and
man.
if I were to, yeah, I might follow that one up with maybe the Tuaton, the peaceful turtle people. Who just want to be left alone and eat fish or whatever.
Or smoke his pipe here.
Exactly. You may want to smoke that pipe a little bit.
We got Pavel said, I think the Titans are my new favorite. Yeah, because I actually hopped into a stream of Pavel, and yeah, I don't know if I think you were given an answer like I forgot exactly what you said. I think you said like a few of them were or something like that. But yeah, and that's one of the cool things. It's not only the factions are a little bit different, but then you got 2 different heroes per faction, which changes it up again. So very cool. Now, who was the D&D character? Which one?
I don't want to go too deep into my childhood and creative process. That was Syndra. She was an old.
Oh, so we're playing Syndra.
Yeah,
Yeah. She was from the 2.5 version of D&D when you could be both a wizard and a cleric, and she was min-maxed to the max and could just cast spells all day long.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. Well, I read your mind. I'm playing Syndra, and I did choose the one of these cards where we can increase the hero's stats and get some resources. So I chose a might because Syndra is slacking on some might. So I did choose that, and the 3 resources I chose 2 salt and 1 plunder. For Kyushi, flip this when you use the quest action to succeed at any quest goal. Oh, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. We are going to choose that one. I'll place these on the bottom. Okay, so we got our feat cards. Build any units. Okay, so let's just build some. I think we're going to build maybe 3 Sword Sisters, I think. Let's build 3 Sword Sisters. And one thing I really like the game, I know I did a whole review on this already, but one of the things I really like about the game, and that I think I mentioned to at least Dirk before, is that the game really rewards you sometimes for, just sending in your units. Like, don't be too scared. Have the units hang back. It really, like, you're going to throw units away. You're going to lose them, but you're going to be able to easily replenish them. And I really like that. Because I love the combat.
It's a bit counterintuitive to other games where you slowly build up your army and you never want to lose your elite units. And here they are just going to die.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
They also come back very quickly.
Yes, yeah. And I really like that because the combat is so fun. You're just rolling a bunch of dice. I love dice. So it's like, hey, I'm not as worried about losing some of these guys as long as I don't lose too many of them. But we have the ether. It's going to save us, right? Okay. All right. So let's do let's turn this in to get 1 back. We'll spend this. So we're going to get 3 Sword Sisters. We're going to get a Beast Master. So guys on the chat, thank you so much for all the messages. I do apologize I can't get to everybody, but with the guys from Nemesis, I kind of want to show them a little bit of love too. So Brandon, I finally won my first solo game of Uprising last week. Brandon, congratulations. What an achievement. Okay, so actually let's do, should we save some of these resources? Let's get 1 more Sword Sister, I guess. Let's get 1 more. So who in the chat is going in on the newest Pledge Manager? Who's getting some of that good stuff? Let me know. All right, so let's get that. Now over to Kyushi and his people. Let's do kind of the same thing. Let's spend 2 and 2. Let's get 2 stone shells. Let's spend 2 food to get a crab rider. do. Oh, should we do that? No, let's actually get 2 more stone shells. Let's do that. Actually, no. Let's get one more. Let's get one more stone shell. Because I want to have a little bit of plunder to build a haven and stuff. All right, so let's get that. Okay. All in, basically. Wow, Brandon, that's awesome. That is awesome. Okay, now on to taking actions. So, let's spend our gems. And I gotta tell you, some of the hordes that I absolutely hate, the Chaos Hordes, is the ones that take my gems, my activation gems. I hate that because they're so valuable. Jason says, "Wow, lunchtime stream." I know, brother. It's an unusual time for me, man.
Yeah, I think in one of your streams, I think like one horde came up, and like your face just dropped, and I think I screenshotted that, and like we have a group, you know, Pavel, Cornelius, and I, and like I screenshotted that and like sent it to the guys. I'm like, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's our reaction as well. Like our most feared horde is Order the Fallen. Like you don't want to see Order early on as well. Like that makes everything also not that pleasant.
Yeah, so that was going to be one of my questions. Why do you guys want to punish the players as much?
Well, we don't want to punish the players. We just want to punish ourselves. You know, we created the games for ourselves, and we just want it to be hard and to be a challenge.
I hear you. I'm just kidding, by the way. So we got the Tomb of the Elder Kings. So we got we gained 1 plunder. Remove any garrisons. We did not have any. Place 2 skeletons, which we did, and draw 1 item and keep it even if you could not use it. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, and we did arrange the tile that way. Which one did we want? Pay 1 salt to gain a red die. That is in archery. Add 1 red die to any of your rolls outside of combat. So we could potentially do some quests easier. And which one? Remove all our quests are... Oh, so we have remove all activation tokens from 1 horde. And another one from 1 legion, which is very handy. Gain 1 resource for every damage you rolled, or every skull. Okay. If your dice show 2+ blanks, gain 1. Let's actually do... Yeah, pay 1 salt. We're going to do that one. We're going to do pay 1 salt. And I just have to text my wife here quick. Let's see. Oh, okay, she said she remembers now. Okay, cool. All right, so on the tomb, you just draw the top card from the item deck. On the tomb. Oh. Thank you. So I can't draw that one. I have to draw from the top. Thank you. Okay, and it is discard this. You and your enemy gain 1 black die for every combat round. Okay. All right, so let's move in there. We already did our action, actually. So for Kyushi, let's kind of do the same thing. We're going to move. Let's go to here, and we'll pay to explore. Boom. Okay, we have Fiola, I think, Stone Circle. Many fled beneath the roof of the mighty tree, embraced by the ancient. Fiola, Stone Circle. Gain 2 plunder. If empty, place 2 skeletons. If not, reinforce here. Okay. Each player gains 1 basic unit on a haven or any empty explored hex. Sweet. Okay. In 1 basic unit. So we're going to do, let's do a Crab Rider.
And as you are starting to dive a little bit deeper into the world of Uprising, do you think it's okay if we gonna leave you in that grim dark world and attend to our backers? And because like I see a bunch of mails piling up here, and maybe that's a good point for us to leave you to your adventures. Otherwise, we're just gonna hardcore quarterback you.
That's completely fine. Cornelius, maybe he leaves his D&D group, in the dungeon and stuff like that. I'm just kidding. But guys, yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate you guys stopping by. Thank you for everything that you have done with me, giving me the opportunity. Congratulations on the game. It's a huge success, and the pledge manager. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much, Andrew. You know, when you back in the days when you wrote me and asked for a game, I mean, we have a very open policy regarding that. Like, if someone likes it, we like to support you. But I saw what you are doing, and I think you're doing a really great job. And I can't be happier that you are such a fan of Uprising. Again, you have a really great taste in games.
Well, thank you
I
guys.
second that absolutely. It's a pleasure to watch your streams and keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you
we hope
guys.
to see you and meet you in person on like the old or the new continent at one day. Are you in Essen?
No, no.
Probably not, right?
Yeah, I think that's a convention, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think the
like a little
plan
one.
for me is next year to go to Gen Con in Indianapolis. I think I'm planning on that one. So if you guys could make it there, um, I'm not sure, what your availability is, but if you are, I'll look forward to it.
Yeah,
Okay.
we at one point in the future, hopefully, we can sit down at the table offline and play
Yes.
Uprising together with all
Yes.
these deluxe resources. You will love them.
That will be my first win.
Yep. Yeah. In a four-player game with the Arch Nemesis and the Banes.
Let's do it. I'll hold you
Let's
to it,
do it.
Dirk. All
Cool.
right.
Cool.
All right,
Yeah.
guys. Thank you
Cool.
so much.
Thanks
I'll talk to
again.
you later. Yep.
Good
Bye.
luck.
All right. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
All right. That was fantastic. Again, shout out to those guys. Just an amazing company. I love everything that they're doing. Again, they really put their heart and soul into this game, and it shows, man. Again, this game has recently crept into my top 10. It's at number 10. I need to play it a little bit more, but just amazing. Overall, amazing game. So if you guys are interested again, I'm going to continue playing, but if you guys are interested again, there is a link in the description. Check it out. Just look through it. The price seems reasonable. I haven't checked the shipping, so I might change my mind. I'm just kidding. But anyways, yeah. So thank you to team, and Pavel, thank you so much as well. You've been awesome. Okay, let's see. That was fantastic. Yeah, Jason. Yeah. Okay, so we did this, right? We have to, each player gains one basic unit on a haven or any empty explored hex. And again, we are just going to do 2 chapters. So we're going through the first chapter right now. We're just going to do one more. So half of a regular game. But that's going to save some time, but also get to experience. So, okay. So one basic unit. Which one are we going to do? We did want to get an archer before, so I think we're going to do that. Let's get an archer. Oh, we're at max there. Any empty explored hex? I guess we could do one of these. Right? Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, let's do something like that. Okay. Alright, so we did that. Okay. Let's see. Rufus says, thank you. The game looks awesome. Yeah, man. Yeah, it does. Or it is, I should say. Rufus, are you going in on this one? I forgot. Or do you already have it? Well, I guess if you had it, you wouldn't say it looks awesome, right? I forget, man. Everybody that says they have this game or that game, I forget. Okay, so let's go through. We're still taking the actions. It's back to Syndra. Cornelius is a D&D player. So let's move into that hex. So let's command here. Let's pay 1 to command. And let's bring... Maybe let's bring these 4. Oh, these 4. I don't have it yet, but I'm getting it. Nice, nice. Yeah, Rufus, I really think you're going to like this one, dude. All right, let's bring in these 4 and this guy. Okay. All right, so let's do some combat. Let's do some combat. So we're going to do the skeletons. We have 1 archer here, and this is a Highlands. So only 1 die. That's fine. We only got 1 archer. Rolling a white die. Boom. Blank, of course. So let's go to Clash. And what do we have here? Place Sandra on any hex. Flip this, gain 1 shield. Okay. So we got 3 yellows, white, and a red. And they got 2 reds. All right, so they hit us for 1. We block that. Oh, yeah. So we killed them. We got 3. I'll do a little side shot action. Bam! You see, this game just, it looks fantastic, man. It's just a fantastic looking game. All right, so we kill these 2 guys. We don't lose anybody. Let's put these back. We actually get 2 points here. Going up to 2. All right. And that was that. Awesome. Let's put these back over here. Okay. Nate, what's up, man? Just got in. I'll rewatch it tonight. Yeah, man. Fantastic little interview with the team. Can't wait for this one, man. Yeah, dude. I know. It's an awesome game. What's up, by the way? I feel like it's been a while since I've seen you guys. I was almost like, at first, I was almost a little nervous doing a stream again because it's like it's been a little while. Side view, yeah. Rufus nailed it, man. But I've also been dealing with my eye thing, as you guys on the Discord know. I got uveitis. I'm not gonna get into all of it, but my eye's really been irritating me lately. It's getting a little fuzzy right now. So tomorrow I got an appointment. Hopefully get the drops. Hopefully tomorrow start clearing it up again. So all right, let's go back to these guys. Now, should we just have them move down and fight those guys? We could just build, yeah, while we're at it, we are just going to pay 2 to build a haven right away. Everyone wants Apollo. Yeah, man. Uprising wants you. Oh, yeah. There's Freddy, yeah. Okay. All right, so back to these guys. Let's build a haven right here. I gotta say, one of the factions I'm not so big on just yet is one of the expansions, and it's the Lion people, and that's specifically because their units cost a little bit more, which makes sense because they're a little bit stronger, but the havens can't be placed adjacent to each other, and at least for me, I only play with them once, so I gotta play with them more. It was just a little bit more difficult for me to get those havens out to get more resources. So I'm not saying I didn't like them, but just as a little side note. So this wasn't on my radar until I watched Andrew stream it. Now I want it all. Want it all, man. Okay. All right, so let's go back to these guys. So let's do... I guess we're going to explore again. Or should we just command? Should we command? Should we command? Just go take out this skeleton? But let's do... We could go fight that. We could also... Yeah, let's do that. Let's pay 1 to go here and 1 to explore Sea Tower. Okay, it says the Empire saw value in the smuggler scum festering at Dawnguard. Okay, gain 2 salt. 2 salt. Remove any skeletons and place 2 garrisons here. Okay. All right, and how are we going to orient this? Let's do, should we block him off for now? Yeah, let's do that. He'll move into here and fight that. We got our 2 salt. Back over to here, Syndra. 4 gems left. Now we could use, we do need more food. We only have 1 food right now, so I could go like down here to explore or go into here to explore. Let's do that. Let's pay 1, and we'll pay the 1 to explore. So we'll move down here, and we already paid to explore. Okay, Zoya kits still hunt for the helmets of drowned legionnaires in Riga. All right, so gain 2 food. Perfect. If empty, place 1 garrison here. That's not bad at all. Oh no, it's not empty. If not, reinforce. So place another one here. So Brandon says, "Oh snap! I didn't notice you got the new Druid cards." Yeah, man, we're playing with the new Druids. Absolutely, man. The artwork is sick. They sent me the files. I printed them out. I did laminate them, so it might be a little shiny for you guys. But yeah, so super cool. And what's cool is they're all revealed at the start. They're all revealed. Okay, so let's see. Place 1 garrison on enemy empty hex. Oh, plus place 1. So let's orient this maybe like this. Let's place it like that. And place 1 on any empty hex. And it does say YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Just let me know if it starts stuttering or something like that. Let's place this here. All right. And he is on here. We got our 2 food. Let's go back over to here. 3 gems left. 3 left. I only have 1 guy here. I only have 1 guy here on this hex, so I'd have to move him over. But this, I might have them come down here to the south to get these. Those are huge quality of life improvement for the game. Yeah, and I was gonna, as I was mentioning before, they don't seem to be broken. Now, of course, I'm holding them up, but they don't seem to be broken. But they're gonna add a little bit for you to do. So, and that's one of the biggest things I love about the game is that, you know, whenever they add stuff like this, or you know, or whatever it is, like rerolls or something like that, it feels like it does really benefit you. But it's not like, it doesn't ever feel like any game-breaking stuff. And that's the same way that these seem so far as well. So that's really cool. Okay, so we got to decide what we want to do. Do we want to move down 1? I think so, to take care of that. If I move over here with these forces, that's going to cost me 2. I'm not going to be able to command again to then go fight these guys, which I really want to build another haven. So I could at least maybe send some units down here just to get another point, get rid of some skeletons. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess I could. I have 4 salt. I could trade 3 in for 1 more. My wife just said something funny. I could trade in 3 salt here for 1 food, which will allow me to march, or sorry, command and then command fighting this. That's not a terrible idea. That's not a terrible idea. And that would also leave me 1 gem to haven right here. It's not a bad idea. Let's do that. Let's do that. So let's first command. We're not going to take everybody just in case somebody starts to come in. So I think we're actually going to leave the crab. Oh, should we leave the crab? Yeah, let's leave the crab. So we brought over 3 guys. So that cost us 3. We get 1 back. So we get 1 food. At any time we can trade these in. So let's do that now. 3 salt for a food. So we have 2 food now. They're good enough that it hurts when you fight on a cursed hex. They're good enough when you fight on a cursed hex that it hurts when you fight on a cursed hex. My fiance doesn't know this channel is BNB. She refers it to as that show that spends my money. Okay. All right. So we did that. What's next? What's next? Let's go back over to these guys. We can command in. We can command in here. I say we do that. I say we do it. Let's command for 2. Start wiping off some of these guys. Because you can't use bolts. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right, Brandon. Yeah, you're right, dude. Let's move these guys in. So this is 5 guys. Do we want to save a guy here? It's our only archer. Let's move it in. Let's move it in. All right, so we moved in the archer as well. So let's do combat. And for Syndra, flip this to gain 1 shield for every Beastmasters here. That's on Clash before damage. Okay. Okay. So we get 1. They're going to roll 2. And what are we on? We're on a marsh. So red in the archery and clash become white. Okay, so let's see what happens here. All right, so nothing. All right, so let's roll for clash. So get 1 white, 2 yellows, and a blue. And we get 1 white, 3 yellows, and a red. All right. Yeah. Oh, man, dude. Where's my rerolls? Damn. All right. So he hit us for 2. Flip this to gain 1 shield for every Beastmasters here before damage. It's not before rolling. It's before damage. Wife sees me watching one we don't have. Oh, is that? Are you getting this one too? Yeah. She gets her alto. There you go, Nate. Yeah. So you just have a wife that just as much. Yeah. I know, Brandon, but that's hard, man. That's hard, dude. Okay, so yeah, so we're gonna do this. This is in the clash. Flip this to gain 1 shield for every Beastmasters here. That is before damage. It's not before rolling, because this one says before rolling on your hero's hex. So this is only before damage. So we're going to do that. And we have 1 Beastmaster there. So 1 Beastmaster. So we flip that, and we get 1 shield. So we block 1 of these. So we're going to take 1 damage. Let's get rid of the archer costs 3 salt. Sword Sister costs 1 salt and a plunder. And what's our income going to be next time? We're going to get 2 plunder if we build a haven on here, 2 food. We can't build a haven right now. And we're going to get that. So we're going to have a lot of plunder, not as much salt. So let's instead lose this guy. And that's going to go on the Imperial Graveyard. They lose this, so we get a point. Going up to 3. Okay, so let's keep doing combat. Now they get a blue and a white. We get 2 yellows, a white, and a red. All right, 2 shields, but that's okay. We annihilated them. So we got 2 right here. Blocks that, and we hit for 2. So we kill this. We get a point going up to 4. Sweet. Okay, very cool. Okay, let's go back over to these guys. Now, do we want to do any quests? We did save one of these. These are some pretty good quests. Remove all activation tokens from 1 horde. But the thing is, though, these hordes, they're going to move into these spots to battle the Legion. So we don't necessarily care about that. So let's not do any of the quests. So let's command moving these guys into here. And that's why we set up this tile here. That's why we set up this tile so that it's blocking this guy from coming in. So he's going to have to go into with this garrison. All right, so let's do combat. So what do we got? We got 3 whites and a red. Sorry, a blue. But first, for the archery, they're going to do 2 white. Now, what do we have? I need more white dice. There it is. Okay. Gain 2 white for every stone shell that were destroyed here. So we could use this to good effect. What are we on? What are we fighting on? Nothing. Ice waste, so no effect. Sweet, blanks. Okay, so let's roll for them. 2 yellows and a blue. All right. Okay, so we got 2s. That was a hit. So this is us. So they block 1. We block 1. So we both hit each other for 1. So we got this. We get a point. We're gonna lose this guy, obviously. It's gonna go into here. Let's roll again. We got this. Okay. 4 rolling. Okay, gain 1 white for every stone shell that was destroyed. That's our card here. And that's not a flip before rolling. Okay. Sorry, what am I doing here? Okay, so nothing happens. We block and hit each other. Same thing. Let's keep going. But now we can't use that card. Alright, so we block their hit and we hit them for 2. Alright, cool. And we get a point. Let's see. I'm lucky that way. Yeah. Our bank account, not so lucky, man. I hear you, man. I hear you, dude. So I wouldn't know. Oh, Nate. Oh, man. Okay, so we defeated them. Let's go back over to here with Syndra. Now, we don't have enough to... We have 1 salt, 1 food, and 1 plunder. So we don't even have enough to trade in to get 2 plunder to build a haven here, which is very unfortunate. So I guess in this instance, let's quest, right? Let's quest. So what do we want? Maybe we could try to do one of these. If we fail this, place 1 skeleton with other skeletons. That will convert to... There's 2 here. I guess we could place 2. Oh, it's only place 1, so we actually could place it on one of these other ones. That's not bad. Yeah, we have 2 hordes out, so we wouldn't do this one. This is for legions. This one's for hordes. This one's gain 1 resource for every hit you rolled. Discard this quest. That would have been nice to do maybe before, but we only have 1 gem left. Because we could have got resources... We could have got an additional plunder to build a haven, but we can't do that. So, we can't do them both, I mean. So I guess, do we just gain resources, prep for next round? We need 3 hits or a shield. But we're also rolling 3 purple, so we also still could get this. Yeah, let's do that. Quick break from taking a kid to bed, just FYI. All the cards referring to Druids have, of course, also been updated to reflect the changes, and you will get those in the Titans box. That is awesome, man. That is awesome. We also have a bunch of new stuff. For example, a hex that produces ether, new quest items, and so on. Dude, I am so excited, man. I am so excited. I mean, as well. So let's try white. The yellows don't have a shield. Okay, so let's see. We need 3 hits or a shield. We only need 1 success. Alright, we got the 3 hits. Unfortunately, we did not get the shield for a point, but still, we succeeded. You may discard any items from the market. We're not going to, just because we're not going to be able to get one of the items anyway, so those are going to be discarded after this. So, gain 1 resource for every skull you rolled. Again, we kind of determined we're not going to be able to get... I guess we are going to get 3 salt. So we're actually our least... The resource we're not going to have a lot of is food. But we only have 1 unit that needs food, which is the Beastmaster. And we already have 1 Beastmaster on there. But we also need food for commanding. So actually, let's do 2 food and a plunder. 2 food and a plunder. Okay. All right, so that was that. Discard this. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. It's been a bit of a journey to get there. The initial design was very close, but everyone would get their own personal Aether until we finally got the bright idea to just share it amongst everyone. That's, yeah. It's very recently we added. Can activate the Druid Aether is on. Okay. Okay. Druid even on a curse. Whoa. That's cool. That is cool. That is cool. I guess now that I'm looking at it, I guess you could get a little bit more Ether than I thought originally, because you just go around to looking at these Druid cards, and if this one has, if there's 1+ Horde, place one here. If there's a Legion, place one. So on and so forth. So you could actually have more Ether than I originally thought. 5 skeletons. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay. All right. All right. I was just looking over the Druid cards again. Okay. So, what's left? We have one more gem here. So we traded in, or we have 2 plunder here. Let's build another haven. And we're going to build that right on here. Okay. All right, that's it for our activations. Activate legions. All right, so let's go through Counter of Omens is first in the initiative. 7 Ether total. Okay, okay, okay. Limit to 7. Okay. Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay. So he is going to move no further from the capital. So he's going to move right here. He's going to place a curse down. Place a curse. He's going to go in here. He's going to battle. All right. So archery is going to get 3 white. 1 garrison is going to get 1 white die. This is for the horde, and this is for the garrison. Wow. Wow. Garrison actually took him down. That's awesome. Took him down to 3. Nothing happened to the garrison. All right, so let's roll. Garrison gets 1 white and a blue. And the Counter of Omens gets 2 blues, a purple, and a yellow. Okay. Again, this is the garrison. This is the Counter of Omens. All right, so blocks 1. 2 hits are coming through. Goes on the Chaos Graveyard. But he also still hits the Counter of Omens. So he actually took him down 2. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Okay. So he took that. Looking pretty promising so far. I know, man. I know. I got 3 havens down here. 2. I still got my forces. So yeah, I'm excited, man. But this is usually how it starts, and then it just quickly goes downhill. Pull off the win on our special day. Hopefully. Hopefully. Also, the higher difficulties will typically start you with at least 1 Ether. Okay, sometimes 2, depending on which druids you got. Nice. Nice. Okay. Save up that much. We just constantly churn through the Ether. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay. And sorry, the Ether can be spent to roll as many dice as you want to, correct? Okay, so let's go over to the Banished. He's going to place a curse down, and he is going to move into here. So the Banished. Okay, he's got 2 blues. This is going to be for the Banished. And we got 2 white for the Garrison. All right, so 1 hit. We already have 1 in the Chaos Graveyard. Oh, you have to re-roll all dice, not any. I see. I see. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, next Gonna do purple, red, and 3 white. Okay. Oh, wow. Wow. So I'm looking over some of these guys, and the banished, I just forgot what I rolled, but his, let's get this off. Reroll 1 blank for every revealed druid, archery or clash. Man, the banished just got stronger. The banished just got a lot stronger with this. For every revealed druid. Wow. Wow. I forgot what he rolled, but we're just going to continue because he's probably going to crush him here anyway. So, wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. The banish just got a lot stronger. He rolls 2 blanks. Yeah, I'm just going to roll this. I did forget. Well, actually, it would matter, right? It would. Well, let's just go. Let's just go. We're not gonna harp on it too much. All right, so we got a lightning bolt. Destroy the most expensive unit or 2 Imperial threat here once per round before damage. Okay, so we actually got this anyway. Before damage. So I think this would still apply, right? 1 is blocked. Oh, that's blocked. Oh, so okay. So are we gonna say it took him down 1? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, he's getting a reprint. Not 1 per, just 2 straight blanks per roll. Is that the new banish? Because this one does say reroll 1 blank for every revealed druid. Once per round. So maybe the new banished. So let's just do this. Let's just say he got taken down once, right? And that guy died. Okay. All right, so that was their turn. Okay. Well, that's... So he still gets stronger, right? But not as strong. That's good. That's good. Should do the new one for sure. Well, that's okay. He still took him out. But yeah. Okay, gain resources based on your total havens. Okay, so let's do that. So we get 3 salt. Oh, man. I'm excited about the changes. To blow a big lead. Yeah. Nate's on a roll today, man. We've been down this road many a time. It's where I learned from. I know. I got you, man. I got you, dude. Okay, we get 2. That's funny, dude. That is funny. Yeah, but no, you're absolutely right, dude. You're absolutely right. Okay, so we get 2 salt here. Yeah, I am excited about the changes for sure. And 3 food right here. yeah, you're right. You're right. He comes back though. Sometimes, Brandon. Sometimes. Not always. All right, so we got the resources from the havens. Based on your total havens. Yep. Okay, gain the resources shown on every hex with one of your havens. All right, so we get, it should be 1 of each. Yep. 1, and 1. All right, and then we get 2 plunder. Let's take a 3. Let's put 1 back. And for here, 2 plunder. And we already know we're going to get 1 here, so let's take a 3. Let's take 1 salt and 1 food. And for this one, we get 2 salt. And we get a point. Oh no, we're going to do that later. All right, so we got that. 1 point for every hex with any garrisons. Boom. We get 2. Okay, 1 point for every legion in play. There are no legions, and 2 points for every faction in the Imperial Graveyard. So they're just going to get 4. So we're going to go up to 6. Okay, chaos. 1 point for every curse in play. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1 point for every horde. There are 2 hordes. And 2 points for every faction in the Chaos Graveyard. So it's going to go up to 9. Okay. Turn all units from the graveyard. Got it. Okay, 2 points for each of their havens in play, so we get 4 here. We go up to 8. Point for special hexes, so we're going to do this first, going up to 9. Per 5 resources paid. Okay, let's do Kyushi, so we get 6. Going up to 8. And then special hexes. So we actually get 1 here for the sea tower, and... Oh, did I miss that? No, I think I got that. So we're going to get 2 here, going up to 11. Okay. Very cool. Okay, chapter track. So refresh phase. So we would reveal a druid. However, let's now look at the ether. If there's 1+ horde in play, place an ether. And we landed on... So I had 3 different types here I was playing around with. This was from the Great Wall. A resource from the Great Wall. Resource from Oathsworn, which are basically the same as the Great Wall, but they are transparent, which I think closer resembles that. But then we also have this from the Enchanter's box, deluxe box, and I think the ether is a little bit bigger. Am I right? I think the ether would be a little bit more yellow than this. Oathsworn ones, you think so? These are a little bit bigger, and these are all transparent as well. Let's see. Oathsworn ones, you think so? I mean, we could. It doesn't matter to me. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on. Okay, Oathsworn ones, got it. All right, so there's 1 on this card. Let's put it right above so you can see it a little bit better. 1 Legion. There is not 7+ hexes with garrisons. There is not. And if there are 5+ skeletons, 3, 4. We are close. We are super close. So that is it, I believe, right? Okay. Okay, let's flip the these cards back. That's all we used. Deal 3 new items. Let's get rid of these. Boom, 3 new items. All right, so we got Mask of Yain. Is it Jain? Yain? Discard this to turn up to 2 dice of any player to any sides you want in any role outside of combat. Okay. Imperial Defectors. Discard this. Every player places 1 basic unit on any of their havens. I always like cards like this, like after, like when you're in the game on the action phase, the ability to get units put back onto the board. I think that really helps. So I think I am going to pick this up. And it only needs 1 Guile, which I have for both heroes. And we also have Horn of Brotherhood. Yeah. Discard this. Every player may place their units from play into another player's combat. Whoa, dude. I don't think I've seen this before. Every player may place their units from play into another player's combat. Destroy them after combat. Whoa, dude. That's crazy. That is crazy. 3 new quests. Okay. No immediate effects. That's nice. Pass the first player token. We're going to take our cubes back. Or gems, sorry. Okay. Add 2 threat to all legions and hordes. This guy's going to go back over. He would go back up 1 more. Or he would go 1 higher, but since he cannot, he's going to get a point. And this guy's going to go up to 4. Okay. Next event. We got Prolonged Eclipse. For days, an eclipse of the sun has darkened the islands, and survivors are huddling even closer in their poorly defended shelters. Place 1 garrison on every hex with a garrison, except the capital. So this isn't too bad. So we just have this one right here. Flip 1 unexplored hex and resolve its effects. Okay. Giant bones of Koloth blanket the plains of Rune. If empty, place 1 garrison here. Plus place 1 garrison on an empty hex with no red X on it. Let's do... I might want the ability to move in here, so let's do something like this. So let's place this here. Plus, place 1 garrison on any empty hex with no X. Okay. Let's place this. Let's place that there. Plus, reroll your hero dice. So let's roll this hero dice, because I guess this is the active... It's got the first player token, so he's the active one, right? So 2 purple, 1 blue, and a guile. So what do we need? Gain 1 food per hit. So let's go with the yellow. Every other player gains 1 food. Alright, so we get a food per hit. Alright, so get 2 food. That's good. 2 food, and we get 1 food over here. Okay. And that is it. And that's all. That's all, folks. Okay. What's next? Place 1 skeleton with other skeletons. Okay. Okay, now the next one is, while the gaze of the survivors turned to the sky in fear, the steps of the legionnaires echoed through the capital in unison. Place 2 legions at threat 5 on the capital. Oof, okay. Legions at threat 5. Okay, we got the assassin. Immediate. Place her target, then that player flips their starting feats. Place 1 activation token on her card. Ugh. Okay. So she is going to be placed at threat 5 on the capital. Threat 5. The assassin on the capital. Oop. Let's turn the shot here. Side shot. Okay. Place her target. So she is going to go. Flips their feats. Or, yeah, starting. They're starting feats. They're starting feats. Bonus die in clash. It's not too bad. You may move 1 curse to an adjacent hex. Loses 2 threats. Starting feats. Flip this to gain 1 shield. Place Syndra. Before damage. Huh. Well. Gain 1 white for every stone shell that was destroyed here. Let's have it go after Syndra. Let's have it go after Syndra. So let's place it. I think I'm gonna place it. I forget what the exact rules. Is it with the least amount of units? A haven with the least amount? I forget. I forget what that is. Okay, starting feats. So let's flip this and this. And place 1 activation token on the card. And it is initiative of 10. So it's going to go here. Okay, and then 1 more. I've got the Mage Breaker. Okay, place her target. Remove 1 sea tower if empty if possible from the game. Place the Mage Breaker on that hex. Okay. So it's going to come in at threat 5 on the capital, but place her target. So the only other target is going to be right here. So let's place it right there. Remove 1 sea tower, empty if possible. So let's remove this one. Let's remove this from the game. Place the Mage Breaker on that hex. Mage Breaker is going to go here. And let's do some combat. Initiative of 18. So let's place her here. Okay, so combat. We got 3 yellow. And skeletons don't roll anything in archery phase. Woo! Just took them out. Let's place 1 there. Let's place those back here. Okay. All right, and I believe that is everything. Okay, place 1 activation token. Boom, and boom. Okay, so 2 are on the assassin right now. So we could, 1 legion or horde loses to threat. We could try to take the assassin out. Could try to take another one of them out. Could try to do that. Okay. All right, draw 2 feats. Let's do it. 2. So we got another resources and bump up our hero or caravans. Items cost you 1 less salt. When you discard an item, gain 1 salt. Let's get this, and let's get the leadership since we have none. We also get 3 additional resources. And let's try to get a ranger out. So let's get some salt. Let's actually just get 3 salt. All right, and then over here, we are going to do top 2. Remove 1 wall here to pick a color of enemy dice and ignore all hits on that. That's pretty cool. But I think we're going to take the resources. And we are going to take might, since we already have 2 magic. And resource-wise, we are going to pick... We have 6 salt, 6 plunder, and 6 food. That's kind of crazy. So let's try to get a Reef King out. So we're going to need more food and salt. We'll try to get a Reef King out here. So if I built the Reef King, at this moment, I would have 1 food left over. That's not going to work. So let's get... And I guess I'd only have 2 salt left over. Let's get 2 food and a salt. 2 food and a salt. Okay. Alrighty. I don't know of or have any game like this, so it'll be a first for me, but seeing you play it and having the team once in and talk about it has me excited. I gotta pick up all the new stuff. Yeah, dude, it's fantastic. And as I was mentioning earlier on in the stream, the guys were mentioning actually there's some people that have messaged them saying they haven't even played with any of the Arch Nemesis factions or anything like that. So they're excited to one day open that stuff. And I'm kind of the same way. I've opened up the box. I've played with some of the factions from there, but I haven't played with any of the Arch Nemesis, enemies or anything like that. So I still have all this new stuff or the advanced stuff. I still haven't played any of the advanced stuff either. So I'm excited about playing that stuff. So it's just, I'm excited overall, man. I just feel like this is one of those games. There's so much replayability here. 1, it's got the dice, but number 2, there's so many different factions, more included in the Titans of the First Age, but even each faction has 2 different heroes. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do with this, man. There's just, the possibilities are endless, dude. It's really cool, man. I really think you're going to like this one, Nate. I really do. Okay, so we did that stuff. Now on to building. So let's start with over here. Kiyushi. So we want to get a Reef King. That's going to cost 5 food. Let's pay the 5. And let's pay the 4 salt. Let's get one of these. I got these in the... I got the crab right over here. So let's get the Reef King out. Yeah. Let's do a side shot. Yeah, look at that guy. The Reef King. Yeah, man. That's cool. So the Reef King, let's place the Reef King. Should we place him right here and attack the banished? We could do that. We could place him right here and go after the banished. Yeah, let's do that. Then in addition to that, we could do a harpooner, and he's rolling a black dice in the archery phase as well. I've played with a single Arch Nemesis faction. I haven't played with any of the advanced stuff from the base game. Yeah, same here, Brandon. The new factions in the Arch Nemesis box are really cool. They are really cool. My favorite being the, it's like the wild boars. It's like these boars and stuff. Because you can get that horde, and you can get more than 5 units in the hex, and you can just basically take them around and just trample through stuff. It's pretty cool. So the harpooner, let's get a harpooner. How many units do we have? We have 4 right here. Yeah. So let's get the harpooner. It's going to be the rest of our salt and 2. We have 6. We have 6 plunder. So let's trade in a 3. Let's get 1 back, and let's place our harpooner right here. So that's our 5 right there. Looks like it's a little blurry. So let's change that up. Now we have 3 food and 4 plunder left over. I do kind of want one more guy here with this crab rider, because I was going to try to take out at least one of these skeletons. At least maybe a stone shell would work, but so we could trade in 3 plunder for a salt, and that would be, we'd have 1 plunder left, we'd have 1 salt that could get in a stone shell, or we could just pay 2 to get a crab rider, and we'd have 1 food left. But again, if we want to come into here, we're going to need some food, and if we want to come down here, we need some food as well. So we would need a way to get 3 more food. I mean, we could turn this in to get 1 more, so we would need a way to get 2 more food if we want to do both. Because if we come in here, this is going to be salt, right? That's going to be salt. I guess I could discard this. Every player places 1 basic unit on any of their havens. It costs 1 salt. I mean, that would be the most ideal. Maybe I could try to get that with Syndra. And then allow, yeah, maybe something like that. Yeah, okay. So let's hold off. We're going to hold off there. Okay, let's go over to Syndra. So let's do, what do we want? Elite Archer? Yeah, let's get some Elite Archers. So 4 salt and 2 plunder. Let's get an Elite Archer. And we don't have a haven there, so let's actually place it here. We could do that one more time. We could do that one more time. Or we could just keep a bunch of resources to spend on the player score, right? Hope for the dragon fruits. The herd, yeah, that's it, Brandon. The dragon fruits. One thing I do always forget is, yeah, like switching out the market, right? I'll tell you what. Let's see. Yeah, let's do... Oh, man. We could do that. That might be a lot of resources. Instead, let's actually just pay 2 salt and 3 food for another Beastmaster. Was it 2 salt? So I'm going to get 1 back here. Okay, let's get another Beastmaster. And let's put this right here. Okay, all right. Maybe draw another quest. There's Coloth Migration, which gives you food. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Okay, okay. That's a good idea. Well, let's stop here. We're gonna try to snag this card. And is there any? Discard this quest. May draw a new quest, so we can try to do this. Strike at dawn. Get a shield. Draw a new quest. Right. Yeah, that's the idea. I'm definitely gonna do some of these quests. This one right here, you may move 1 curse to any adjacent hex that has no curse and discard this. That one's okay. You did get a point for this, which is pretty cool, but I do really like this one. And I mean, this is going to give me some points. Place 1 basic unit on each of your havens. Yeah, that's really good too. Okay. Well, so let's start here. Let's start here. All right, so let's go take actions. We're going to start here. And do we want to quest first? Loses to threat. We could just go straight after the banished. We could do that. Or the counter of omens. Or the assassin, just go right in there. If destroyed, gain 3 points. And I do have the least amount of points with Kyushi and his people right here. So we could do that. We could just go straight for the banished. Now removing 2 is still going to put him at rolling 2 blues. But in the clash... But again, I got to remember he's re-rolling blanks. And I guess if we're doing the new way, he's only going to re-roll 2 blanks max, right? And we do have this for the re-roll. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do for the banished. But we got to solve 2. We got to have 2 successes. And we do have this. Flip this when you use the quest action to succeed at any quest goal. Yeah, so we definitely want to do quests with this guy. So let's do that. So let's place a gem here to do a quest. We're going to do Strike at Dawn. We get 1 red, 2 purples, a blue, and a guile. If your hero's on a hex with a legion or horde, we probably should have moved in there first. We're going to take that back and say we did. We're going to take that back and say we did. Just because we're going to move in there anyway to fight him. So we are going to do a small take back. So we get an additional purple. And for the guile, we can succeed at any quest goal, which I believe is one of these 3, right? It's just one of 3. It's not doing this whole thing. So let's do a white to try to get the shield. Okay, I think we succeeded at... we didn't get the hits. We got 3 hits. We got the lightning bolt. And we got the 1 for the shield. So it says you may draw a new quest. Let's do that now so we don't forget. It's no immediate effect. We got the 2 successes. 1 legion or horde loses 2 threat. So let's do the banished. Taking him down to 3. Okay, now also, when you succeed at a quest and would discard it, place it in front of you instead. So we get to use this with Kyushi discard it to add its bonus die in Clash before rolling. So that's pretty cool. All right, so we got that. Let's see. Shook it Dawn. Skellies are good weakening with a garrison. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right. You're right, dude. He could also have an additional battle. That's right. That's right. That's right. Yep. Yep. Yeah, it's almost like I hope he doesn't die, but I don't think so because he's got the rerolls. John, what's up, man? Yo, dude, been seeing this around a lot lately. Greg from Solo Playthrough streamed it in the last month or so. I'm def curious. We're checking out, picking up. Absolutely, John. I did a review on this. At this point, I think this is my 4th playthrough of this. 100%, my man. This is one of those games. I think Nate said it best. It's unlike anything he has, and it's the same deal for me. Check out my review, man. I think I did a pretty good job. I feel good about that review of going over, just basically everything that I like about it. But there's a lot of combat in the game, which I absolutely love. You're going to be able to replenish your forces easily, and you're going to send them in, lose a bunch of guys. There's a bunch of stuff that you can do, but it doesn't feel overwhelming like a lot. Like you can do the quests, you can get some items and stuff like that. So there's a lot of stuff that you can do, but it doesn't feel like it's a brain burner. The factions are super cool. I'm one of these people, I love building up forces and sending them in and having these combats, and this is one where you can really do that. So it creeped into my top 10. That's what I'll say. It creeped into my top 10. So yeah, absolutely, John. Yeah. Okay. And I do apologize, guys. I got to blow my nose quick. Okay. All right. So. All right. So what are we doing now? So we just did Kyushi. Let's go over to Syndra. So we are here. We're going to be doing a lot of combat. At least we plan to with Syndra. So I at least want to take out this garrison. Let's do a little side shot action. I at least want to take out this garrison. I don't know about the assassin in this. That's a lot. We do have this blocking us from getting over to the counter. So maybe we actually go over here to this hex right here, do some more combat. Maybe we could even take this guy in here to try to battle. So where do we want to start first? I think we're going to move these 2 guys into here. I think that's our play. I think that's our play. I think we're also going to garrison, or not garrison, put a haven right here. What is it? It's on Badlands. So rider units add their dice in archery. So we do have the Beastmaster. So we are going to roll a red die in archery. That's actually pretty cool. Yeah, let's see what the combat does first. So let's pay 1 to do a command. So let's actually bring in these 2 guys. I guess the assassin is going to move up here. Yeah, I did forget that. So that's okay. Let's bring in another archer. This is another rider right here. Sorry, Beastmaster. This is another Beastmaster. No. No, that's it. This is all I'm going to bring in here. A ranger. Yeah, this is all I'm going to bring in here. Yeah, dude. Well, he can already roll. He can already add it. He's got the black die in archery built in. Built in. He's a bad dude, man. All right, so let's do this right now. Move to the combat. So we get to add a red die since we are on the Badlands. We do have a rider in there, so he's going to add his red die. Looks like a couple hundred more. Yeah, that's it, John. Yeah, you said it best, man. Yeah, for sure. That's the name of the game, though, right? Yeah, Reef King is no joke, dude. He's a boss. All right, so we're on the Badlands. We're gonna add a red. We have an archer here, adding a white. They're gonna roll 1 white die for archery, and that is it. Okay. All right, so good. This is us. This is the garrison. All right, sweet. So we killed this. We get a point. Going up to 12. Let's see. Place one of your units from any graveyard in any explored hex. Nor hits. I don't think we need to worry about this right now, right? Place 1 skeleton from the reserve on this card, or remove all and add their dice to your roll. Whoa, dude. Place 1 skeleton from the reserve on this card, or remove all and add their dice to your roll. Yeah, I mean, because we got the lightning bolt. Hell yeah, dude. Oh, that's the red hand. Dude, that's cool, man. That is cool. Okay. All right, so we took him out. No problem. Let's go back over to here. Kyushi. So we're down here. Do we want to just move in now? Got the Mage Breaker's going to be coming all the way over here. So we're not too concerned about that. So do we just want to take out the Banished? And again, we could... Kyushi, oh, we got to explore first. Got to explore first. So gain 3 salt, which is really good. If empty, place 1 skeleton. If not, reinforce here. So I guess I guess. So it's not empty though, right? Uh-oh. So what would this be? Would this actually be empty? So would we place 1 skeleton here? Because it's not empty, right? Or is that just asking about empty as far as skeletons or garrisons? I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure about that. You would place 1 skeleton there since there is a horde. Okay. Thank you. All right, so let's place 1. And the additional effect is place 2 skeletons with other skeletons. Now, I could still place it here with this newly spawned one, correct? Place 1 skeleton with other skeletons. Sorry, place 2 skeletons. I think I could place it here, and then I have 1 up top here. Because if I can't place it here, I'd have to place either here or here, and that's going to create another horde. Reinforce on... Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'm not... Yeah, you're right, Brandon, but... yeah, I'm not too worried about those guys. So I think I'm going to place it there. I think that's going to be okay with other skeletons. Okay. All right, so I did the explore. So back over to here. Now the assassin isn't really rolling too much dice as far as in the archery phase. So I might eventually want to just keep units around so when she moves in, because she is going to have 2 activations. So if I move units back, I could just try to fight her eventually, right? The problem is I don't have enough resources. Third skeleton on the board for 2 players, so there's not as much of a chance of a horde being spawned right outside the star. Okay, okay, okay. Let's see. Choose a hex with a curse, remove that curse, discard this quest. I definitely want to do that because it seems like the chaos are going to have the most points in this game. So how am I going to get more resources for that? Any of their havens? Plunder. I have 5 plunder. Yeah, I mean, part of my problem is going to be I'm just not going to have enough resources. I'm just not going to have enough resources to move my guys around as much as I want to. For now, I guess do we just try to build a haven and try to protect that haven? We're on a marsh, so red dice in the archery and clash become white. So, could build 2 for a haven, try to protect it. I think that might be the play. I could just try to build it here. I could try to build it here because if we're on a Badlands, rider units also add their dice in archery. So I could bring over another. I think that might be better. I think that might be better. Yeah, okay. So let's move 1. And let's pay 2 for the haven. Pay 2 for a haven on here. Let's see if that works. Okay, let's go back over to here. Yeah, I think that's okay. All right, so I think, are we gonna move in? Because then we have some quests that can place some units. We have an item card that can place some units, so we could try to get some units back after if this battle goes really poorly. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's pay 2 to command, and let's move all these guys in. Let's move all these guys in there. All right, so we are on, what is it called? Ice Waste, so no effect. So we're going to do the skeletons first. So we're going to add 1 black die for the Reef King. And that's our only archery. That's our only archery. Okay, let's see. Come on, baby. Yes. Yes. 2 points. Yes. I just got a 3 hit on that one. Okay. All right. So let's now do the banished. All right. So banished is gonna roll 2 blues, and again this is another round of archery. So we're gonna roll our black die for the Reef King. This is for the banished. All right. So we at least hit him for 1, and he hit us for 2. Now we can. Stormbringer, the Stormbringer of the Rebels, yeah. So with this, we are going to lose the stone shells because then we can gain a yellow die for every stone shell that was destroyed last round before rolling. So we're going to do that. We're going to lose 2 stone shells for the 2 hits. So we're going to place 1 in the Chaos Graveyard. Sorry, both of them. Okay. And we already took him down. Oh, and he got we can't forget the rerolls. We can't forget the rerolls. All right, so now let's go into Clash. So for our ability, gain 1 white for every stone shell that was destroyed last round. All right, so we get that. We got the Reef King, and we have a blue and a purple. And before rolling, we are going to do this. When you succeed, discard it to add its bonus dice in Clash. Should I, or is that... He's only rolling 1 red and a white. Maybe we save it. Let's save it. I guess we could always, if this goes so poorly, we always could discard it afterwards, right? So let's just hold off. And we do have the rerolls from the Aether. Oh yeah. Okay. So he blocks 1. We block 1. We hit him for 2, and that is enough. That is enough. So 2, boom, boom. Didn't need to worry about any rerolls. If destroyed, gain 3 once per game. Place this game at the bottom of the Horde deck. Okay. So we get 3 points for that. Nice. We took him out. 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Going up to 13. Okay, put this back. Let's take him out. Put him back over here. Sweet. Sweet. Okay. Okay. We only lost 2 guys. That was awesome. From 2 skeletons and from the Banished. That was really good. All right, let's go back over to here. Now, again, the Assassin is going to come up through this way, right? Because she's going to come here because we have a Haven here. And then she's going to prioritize that way. So we want to try to get units here. This is a Badlands, so riders are going to add their dice in archery. So we do have 1 rider. We want to get more riders over here. So our resources right now, 2 salt, 1 food, and 3 plunder. So we could turn these 3 plunder into a food to then have 2 food to command more, right? And I think they do prioritize havens first. I really wanted more food to take this, maybe this guy up to here to try to take out a skeleton or more guys, but let's see. Do we just quest now? Figure this out later. This guy is better at quests. So maybe we just save that. I mean, I could take the hero over 1, 2 and explore. That would be 3. And to get her back 1, 2. That would be all my gems. But then I couldn't command. I couldn't command. We could gain the item. Let's go to market. Let's get this item. Discard this. Every player places 1 basic unit on any of their havens. Pay the salt. Let's go back over to here. Let us quest. Choose a hex with a curse. Remove that curse and discard this quest. Let's do that. Try to stop the point. Right, so we're going to do that. If hero's on a spot with a curse, I'm not too worried about it with our with our card here, which basically allows us to succeed at any quest goal. So let's do that. We need 2 successes, 3 hits, shield, or a lightning bolt. So we are rolling 1 red, 2 purples, a blue, and we have to figure out our guile. So the purples don't add any shields, neither do the reds. The blues do, so let's do a white. Let's do a white. Okay, so we got the 3 hits and the lightning bolt. Okay, cool. We could actually just... do we want to save it? The rest of the quests have 1 success. You only need 1 success. I'm just trying to think if we want to use this card to get a point. You know what I mean? If we want to use this card to get a point. We have 3 gems left with him. We're probably going to quest again. Maybe we'll fight this. So if we move, explore, and then command, that's not going to leave us enough for another quest. So instead, I think we stay here, we haven, we do another quest after this. I think that's the play. That's the play. Okay. So we are not going to do this. We are not going to do that. So choose a hex with a curse, remove that curse, and discard this quest. But instead of discarding, we actually keep that for our guy. I think I want to remove it from one of these, because if for some reason these skeletons get converted to a horde and that horde activates, I guess it wouldn't activate because it's not going to have an activation token on it. But what I was going to say is if it would activate, it would leave another curse, but since it can, it would get a point. So I think we'll just do something like this. Okay. Oh. You may discard 1 revealed druid. We got the lightning bolt. You may discard 1 revealed druid instead of discarding this. Yes. Okay, alright. So we did that. We did the quest. Let's go back over to here. We determined we were going to... I think we need to trade this in. We need to trade this in for a food. We're going to pay 2 food. We want to get a rider over here. So right now we got 3, 4. That's our 5. Sorry, we did the command for 2 food. And that was the command. We got 5 max units in there right now. And that's where we're going to stop right now. That's where we're going to stop. All right, so back over to here, Kyushi, and we are going to... Let's just get the haven out of the way. So we're going to pay a 3, get 1 back. Place a haven down here. Back over to here. There's not much we can do. We have 1 salt. We have 1 salt. So I guess we're going to try to quest. Sorry, I forgot to put out this other item. Discard this to place 1 of your units destroyed here on any of your havens. Okay. We have 3 gems left. We have 1 salt. Is there a way that we can get resources? I don't think so. Okay. I guess we're just going to try to quest. Let's just try to quest. Because I want to... I might not need the hero here, but since we got this card, discard this to you and your enemy gain 1 black every combat round on your hero's hex. So I need to be there. Or else I might try to do like 1, 2, explore to get more resources, but I don't think that's gonna... So either way, let's quest. So quest, I think we're gonna try to do this one. Because I want to leave, I really care about these two. I really care about these 2 quests. So I really want to do that with him right here. So you may remove 1 curse, move 1 curse. Okay, so we only need 1 success. We have 1 blue, 3 purples, a red, and a guile. So we need 4 hits, 2 shields, or 2 lightning bolts. So that is entirely possible with this. I think we're still going to do another white here instead of yellow. Alright, so we didn't get 2 shields. We got 2 lightning bolt. And we got... Oh, we didn't get the 3 hits either. We didn't get the 3 hits. So we got 2 lightning bolts. So we still succeed. You may move 1 curse to any adjacent hex that has no curse. So again, we're going to try to do something like that. So just in case this gets turned into a horde and it is able to activate, if it would activate, it would get another point because it would try to place that curse. I don't know. I don't know what else to move. I don't really care about anything else, any of the other curses. We didn't get the hits because I was really trying to get this point. It says you may move another curse. Yeah, I mean... yeah, I really wanted the point. I really wanted the point. I really wanted that point. Oh well. Okay. Let's go back over to here. Again, we are going to quest. We have 2 gems left. We're going to do this one. So, choose a hex with a curse, remove that curse, and discard this quest. Okay. So let's roll here. We have 2 purples, 1 red, 1 blue, and a guile. I think same deal. I think we're going to do a white again. Because the yellows don't have any shields on them. Alright, so we got the 3 hits. That's 1 success. And this is 2 successes. Okay. The lightning bolt we did not get. So actually what we're going to do, we're going to flip this when you quest action to succeed at any quest goal. So we're actually going to flip this to succeed at the lightning bolt. So that is also going to allow us to get rid of one of these. Because again, we're only doing 2 rounds, 2 chapters. So this is the last one because I want to use this one again. So we got the shield. We're going to get a point. You may remove a curse. And we remove the Druid card to keep this here. Okay, back over to Syndra. 2 gems left. Let's action discard this. And we're going to... Every player places 1 basic unit on any of their havens. Basic unit. Let's place this guy on our haven. Let's just move him to here. What am I doing? Place this here, I guess. Okay. I guess actually we'll place it here. Okay. Now let's place one of these guys. Basic rider. So we're going to place this crab. Let's place it on here. Okay. And we get to activate. Let's do trade. Let's just gain 1. I guess actually let's quest. Let's quest. Let's quest. We're going to try to do this quest here. So 1 blue, 3 purple, 1 blue, 3 purple, 1 red, and 1, we're going to do white. 1 success. Alright, so we got the shield. Man, still that point is eluding me. You may discard any items from the market. We don't really care about that. So the success is place 1 basic unit on each of your havens. Okay. We have this on each of your havens. Okay. Boom. And that's our last basic in our pool. Every other player places 1 basic unit on any of their havens or explored empty hex. Okay. So we have this. Let's place this guy here. Discard this. Alright, back over to here. Let's quest again. We're going to do this one. And same deal. So we got 2 purples, 1 red, 1 blue, and a white. 2 successes. So we got the lightning bolt. We got the shield. So we got the points. And we got 2 hits. So we got the point here. And yeah, so since we got the lightning bolt, discard a druid card. I wonder if we get rid of this druid card, do we still keep this? Man. When you're playing solo, just the 2. It's always the 2, Nate. It's always just the chaos and the legion. So the purple guys and the yellow guys. That's who you're fighting against. So this is a cool question. If we get rid of this druid card, you may discard 1 revealed druid card instead of this quest. Do we lose this ether? Do we lose this ether? So either way, we got the point. Choose a hex with a curse and remove that curse. Boom, let's get rid of this. So if that's the case, let's just be on the safe side. Let's remove this druid card. And we will keep this here. Yeah, man. Okay, last activation. We're going to quest and try to do this. Okay, 3 purple. Wow, dude, this is like the 4th or 5th time we're using this this card. Okay, so 3 purple, 1 red, 1 blue, and a guile. All right, here we go. All right, so we got, oh man, we failed. Man. So we got the 3 hits. We needed a shield or a lightning bolt, so we failed that. So it says chaos gains 2 points. Oh man. And discard this quest. Okay. That the Druid sacrifice only discards when it failed. The Druid sacrifice. Druid sacrifice only discards when it's failed. The Druid sacrifice. Which one are we talking about here, Brandon? Same way you play. Yeah, right. Yeah, it doesn't matter how many players are in the game that you're playing with, Nate. And that's another cool thing. It's cooperative, right? It's cooperative, dude. The quest. Druid sacrifice. Yeah. Well, when you actually succeed at it too. It also does say in the solve. It is. Yeah, but it also says in the solve to discard as well. It does say that. Discard this quest. But if you roll the lightning bolt, which I've been doing non-stop, you can discard the druids. Oh, that's cool, man. That's cool. That is cool. Okay, so I think that's it. That's all of our activations. We did everything here. Let's go to activate the legions. Okay, so the assassin is going to activate twice. So there's assassin is gonna try to put a garrison down there. Since he can't, it says if a fourth garrison would be placed here, place it on any empty hex with no X. So let's place it down here. Okay. So he's gonna move. He's gonna prioritize havens. All right, when they move. So he's gonna come here. So let's have a battle here. All right. So the assassin is rolling a blue and 2 whites. Oh. Gain 2 red during archery on Badlands. So this actually, I missed that. So it pays to look at the cards. It definitely pays to reread. But we also have 2 riders, which add 2 reds for us. And we also have an archer here. All right, so this is the assassin. This is us. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. All right, so let's start with him. Do we want to re-roll? Do we want to re-roll everything? I mean, we can't re-roll theirs. We can re-roll all of ours. We got 2 hits. That'll bring him down to 3. Because he didn't block anything. We would lose. All of our guys are dead. 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 Yeah, we got to spend it because we got to spend it. All right, let's spend it. We have to re-roll everything. Oops. Alex, what's up, man? Alex is just coming in at the worst possible time. There's Cornelius. Oh, no. Yeah, man. Why that's really not good either is because the assassin is going to have another activation. He's about to wipe off 2 of our havens. That's how I always... Yeah, Cornelius, that's how I always roll as well, man. It's just like... Oh, man. I was hoping for at least 1 shield. 1 shield here, and more hits, obviously, on the reds. Man. Yeah, alright. Alright, so... God, that sucks, dude. That sucks. Oh, there's that lean back, Nate. Your soul has left my body. I know. It has. It really has. Okay. All right. So his next or her next activation, assassin. This is his target. So let's just remove the target now. Place it on this other haven, and let's do battle. You know, and that sucked too because I had this card. Discard this. You and your enemy gain 1 black dice for every combat round. I was thinking about doing it, but I thought the odds were kind of in my favor, so... Yeah, it is what it is. Alright, so we are in Highlands. Only 1 die gets rolled for here. So for them, we're going to prioritize their best die. So that is, they're going to roll 1 blue. We only have 1 archer here. Alright, so we got a hit, but they got a block. Alright, so let's go to Clash. And this can only be used on the hero's hex as well, so now we can't use it. Alright. 1 white, 1 yellow. He's adding 1 purple, 2 reds. We could have him here. We could take him out. Oh. Some of my games with a lean back. Yeah. Get the chair all warm, right, Nate? Get that lean back going. All right, here we go. Okay, so so it's lightning bolt is 2 hits, once per round. So this would also cancel out one of the shields. So he is annihilating us here as well. Man. Dude, that really sucks. That really sucks, man. I really needed those havens in play because, I mean, let's do a side shot. You might be able to see better, but it is, of course, it's blurry. But you can see we're like neck and neck. Come on. Are you not going to adjust? It's neck and neck, man. It's neck and neck. I really needed those havens. The good news is we did remove some curses, right? Well, let's just play it out. I always get into this rhythm where I start like analyzing what's gonna happen. Well, let's just play and see. While you were out getting beaten, I've pledged for everything I didn't already own. Yeah, right after this, man, I'm gonna pledge. Right after this, for everything I don't own as well. But that's super cool. Alex, you had the base and the expansion as well, right? Okay, all right, so you remove that. Let's go over to Counter of Omens. It's going to leave a curse. Let's have it go to the capital. Yeah, baby. Let's have it go to the capital. All right. Counter of Omens. Let's remove this. So 3 white dice. Last game we had a chaos go into the capital as well, man. So that's really cool. Our counter is rolling 3 white. The garrison is rolling 3 white. I feel like I'm missing a white dice. I thought there was more. Luckily, I'm getting that extra dice pack from the new expansion or new campaign. All right, so let's do this. We'll have to roll an additional white for here. All right, here we go. This is the Counter of Omens. This is the garrison. Okay, so these are blocked. One is going to go through. Let's re-roll this. Okay, so this was the counter, so this gets taken out. This is going to be placed on the graveyard. Okay, let's roll normally. 2 blue, purple, and 2 yellows. And the garrison, this is the Counter of Omens. Garrison is going to roll 2 yellows, a white, and a blue. Counter of Omens and the garrison. Alright, let's take this off. Alright, so, oh man. Counter of Omens is putting in some work. So, garrison blocked 1. Garrison deals 3 to the Counter of Omens, takes him down to 1. And he deals 4. So I always like to replace this with the bigger body. So we'll put that there. Okay. And what does this say? If there are only non-Imperial units here, place 1 Legion here. If you cannot, flip this hex. Oh man, this is gonna... I probably should have had it go somewhere else. I got an extra dice pack with the first campaign, and I'm getting another free one for being an early backer. Yeah, no, that's another cool thing. You get the dice tray and the dice for like doing the first, the early bird, and for pledging during the campaign. If there are only non-Imperial units here, place 1 Legion here. Yeah, I should have done the other way because this is going to take... This might take forever. Actually, I think we're going to have it because it's just going to keep going through the Imperial units. So actually, since it was a 3 cost here, I think we're just going to swap it. I'm not going to sit here all day because it just says if there are only non-Imperial units here, place 1 Legion here. If you cannot flip this hex. I guess actually it's not going to be that long because actually the counter of omens is at 1. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's place a Legion. Let's just do it. So it's the courtesan. We don't have any more targets because both the targets are already placed. So she's going to come on at threat 5. Threat 5. And her immediate effect, place her target. The player places 1. So she's not going to target anybody. And this is going to be placed on the capital itself. Courtesan's going to come on. So the courtesan copies the abilities and stuff of the other unit. So counter of omens is now rolling 2 white. So that is what the courtesan is going to roll. So let's see how long the counter of omens can hang in here. So this is the courtesan. This is the counter of omens. Of course, it blocks both, and it hits. My God, dude, this counter of omens is gonna destroy. Okay, now 2 blues, 2 blues each. Courtesan, counter of omens. Okay, blocks, nothing happens. Let's keep going. Okay, 2 hits, 1 is blocked. This was the counter of omens. It hits the courtesan for 1. And this courtesan does get a hit through as well. Okay, if destroyed, place 2 skeletons here. Oh my God. And gain 2. So let's give 2 points to them. Let's put this in the graveyard. Place 2 skeletons here, so more combat. Okay, so we are going to skip archery phase. Let's put this over here. Skip archery phase, and skeletons are going to roll 2 reds, so the courtesan is going to copy that. So courtesan and skeletons. Oh my goodness. All right, so the courtesan is going to take out 1. Oy, oy. Lightning bolt. That's not going to be anything. Oh, actually it is. Place 1 skeleton here after damage. So the skeletons take her down twice. Taking her down to 1. Okay, place 1 after damage. Okay, she's going to copy again. Skeletons and courtesan. Alright, this is the courtesan. It's going to deal 1 damage. And a lightning bolt, which is place 1 activation token on another legion or horde card with the fewest tokens. That is the assassin. Okay, and 1 and 1. Courtesan, skeletons. Okay, skeleton is dead. Skeleton did a damage, killing the courtesan. If destroyed, remove her target. Roll your hero dice. So I guess I'm not going to do this because this isn't me. And gain 1 point for every hit. And the skeleton did roll another. Oh my goodness. Okay. So let's get rid of her. Starting to get a little lost in the process. 1 skeleton is going to come back. This has been defeated. Since there is no Imperial units, another Legion is going to be put into play. Oh my goodness. Of course, the skeleton had to roll a lightning bolt. Place his target, the most expensive items. Flip the most expensive items on the market. 2/2, so let's just do, I guess, both of these. They are not discarded until the Spymaster is destroyed. Bold is so nasty. Yeah, I know. What was it again? I forgot, of course. Oh, I know. She keeps putting the activation tokens. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and the TTS mod is really good. That's right. That's right. That's right. Okay, so Spymaster is coming on. Spymaster is coming on at threat 5. This is an epic battle. What a way to go out in the second chapter. An epic battle on the capital. All right, so threat 5. Okay, Spymaster is going to place his token on the capital because, again, we have both tokens already out. Or each player already has a token. Spymaster's coming on. Spymaster, place his target, flip the most. We did that. Okay. In Clash and Archery, enemies cannot use defensive dice, but that's okay. So we got the skeleton here. Spymaster is rolling 3 whites. So Spymaster and skeletons. All right, those block. Move on to Clash. He is going to roll 3 blues, a purple, and a red. Sometimes with stuff like this, I'm amazed. Like I was kind of able to do it like at 1 in the morning after like 2 drinks of being able to keep up with like where I am with some of this. Because this is kind of crazy, right? The one guy moved in, Legion spawned. After that Legion died, skeleton, and then he died. Skeletons are spawned. A new Legion comes on. It can be a lot to keep up with sometimes, but it's fun. All right, so we got the Spymaster over here, 3 blues, a purple, and a red, and we got the skeleton. All right, so lightning bolt. Discard your most expensive item or feat without using it before damage once per round. Okay, so we don't need to worry about that. 2 hits. That is going to be that skeleton. And that's that. Okay. Good Lord. That's true. That's true. Yeah, yeah. That's true, Brandon. Chaining effects to a minimum too. Yeah. Unrefined version is stuff. Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, Pavel, I was going to say, I was actually about to take this back because I was like, dude, we're just going to keep spawning stuff over and over again here. But luckily, what was his name? The Counter of Omens was at 1. Or else I probably would have taken it back. But yeah, this was an epic battle. But I believe it, man. Yeah. That battle probably would have just kept going on and on and on and on. Okay. So I think that's it. We already... Now I gotta try to remember where we are. This initiative would have been here. Now, we already moved past here because the counter... Pavel, if you can answer this for me. So we activated the Counter of Omens, which has an initiative of 13. Assassin has an initiative of 10. So we were already, if you think about it this way, we were already past this point in the activation order. So it would be, if we kept going down the line, it would be the Mage Breaker's turn. Since the Courtesan put another activation token on the Assassin, which is lower in the initiative order, would the Assassin still go again this turn? Would it still go again, or should we just take over from the Mage Breaker now? And don't worry about the Assassin. The Assassin would, in theory... Okay, so the Assassin would just have more activations the next chapter. Okay, got it. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so the Mage Breaker is going to go. The Mage Breaker is going to try to put a garrison here, but it cannot because of the curse. So then it is going to move, and it is prioritizing this target right here. So he's just going to move into here. Is that right, Pavel? Dude, last playthrough, I had the same deal. I had a horde on the capital, and I had some questions. I forgot what the question was, but yeah, yeah, this is the second playthrough. She already went even. Okay, thank you. Okay, cool. Okay, so it activated. Okay, and that is that. Okay. Based on your total havens, man, dude, I'm a little salty about losing all these havens here. So let's gain the resources. We got 3 salt and 1 food. Over here we get 2 salt, 3 plunder, and 4 food. I'm not as worried about these guys as I am these guys. Now, here's a great question while I got you. Yeah, I know. I can see that. Now, here's a question. A way that I've been playing, and it could be wrong, when you get to the final, I know we're not there just yet. Well, why don't I'll ask you when we get there, because it's going to be really soon. Okay, so we got the resources based on your initial havens, okay. Shown on any hex or one of your havens, okay. So we get 1 each. For here, we're starting with over here, and of course we lost those havens. Okay, and let's go over to here. So we get 2 salt here. Get this 2, 1 each. Yeah, it's crazy to think you can play test the game for years. You know, you're probably still having new questions come up as you're playing, and then you kind of think, hey, we might have covered everything. But then there's, right when you put it out there in the world, it's like all kinds of new questions are coming up. All right, so then we also got the 2 plunder right here. Okay. All right, let's do the Empire. 1 point for every hex with any garrisons. So 1, 2, 3. I'm just looking over to see if we did actually do all the activations. I think so. Place all the garrisons. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3, going up to 11. 1 point for every legion in play. There are 3. It's going up to 14. 2 points for every faction in the Imperial Graveyard. I think we got 2 in there. Yeah, it's 2. So 2 points. So it goes up another 4. So it's going to 18. That's where the legion is going to end. Okay, 1 point for every curse. There are 3 curses. We really removed a lot with the quest card. That's going to go up to 15. 1 point for every horde. There are no hordes. 2 points for every faction. And there are, so these going to get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Going up to 19. Okay. Can we do this? 2 points for each of their havens. We do have 1 there. So 2 points going to 14. Points for every special hex, so we do still have that. It's going to go up here. Okay, let's come back to that because I want to wait because this is my question. This is where my question is going to come up, which is going to determine if we win or lose right here. All right, so let's go over to these guys first. 2 points for every haven, so we got 4. So we're going to get 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Special hexes, so we got 1, 2, 25. Okay, so here's my question. With that interaction out. Okay. If you have during currents featuring discard items from the market with a quest, you would technically gain 1 salt for each. Okay. So here's my question. The 1 point to any player per 5 resources played. Never mind. That just answered it. So I was playing it correct. So if I spent with Kyushi here, if I paid 5 resources, I could give that point to Syndra. That's how I've been playing it. And now that I just reread it, yeah, to any player per 5 resources paid. That is correct, right? So I can pay from one player. Like I could, if I had a buddy, I could pay 5 resources and give that player a point, right? Is that how you can play it? You can only use your own resources. It's not a pool. Right. So I couldn't take 2 from here and 3 from here to combine for a point. I'd have to do 5 here, but I could give that point to here. Okay, I'm with you. All right, so we got a crap ton, and I wish you could see here with Kyushi. So we got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 salt. We got 6, 7, 8 plunder, and 6 food. So I think that's going to be enough. So let's do 5 salt. 1. Let's do our last 5 salt. 1. 5 food. It's 1. I do think last game I did that. I still lost, but I do think I combined the resources when I got down to the end. I think I did do that. All right, let's do 5 plunder, and we got 5 salt over here, and we got 2 food and 1 plunder here, and we got 3 plunder and 1 food. So we couldn't combine. That's it. I'm just doing the 2 chapters. Yeah, it's 3 hours in. I think it's a good time. The 4 chapters, that's my ideal way. This is actually the first time I'm only doing with 2 chapters, but it was just because I was, doing the conversation with the guys from Nemesis Games, and just because I got the kids upstairs and stuff like that. But yeah, so 2 chapters, Kyushi. See, but I like doing 4 without a stream is fine, but 2 on stream is a lot. Yeah, I still like to do the 4. But a win, yeah. I still like to do the 4, but the 2, yeah. If you don't want to play as long, right, you can knock out 2 chapters in an hour and a half. I don't see, why you wouldn't be able to do that. So we got with Kyushi, the Wayfarer, we got 25, and Syndra, we got 20, just over it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, man, this is fantastic, man. We also got to use the reroll mechanic, which was really cool. Unfortunately, it didn't turn out for us. It actually was worse because we just got the bad roll, but that's the nature of the dice. But I really like this because what I also like about it is it kind of pays, like with these Druid cards, it's kind of like the worse your situation is, the more ether you're going to get, right? Because if there are 5+ skeletons, we didn't have 5 skeletons. So in that regard, we were in a little bit better position with terms of being units on the board because we didn't have as many skeletons. So we didn't get that ether for this. But if you were in a worse position with skeletons, you would get that. And same thing. We didn't have... I think at the time we didn't have a Legion in play. But if there was, that's a little bit worse for you because now that's a Legion you got to take care of. So if you did have a Legion, you'd get an Ether to help you out. But since we didn't, it's a little bit better for us as far as what the board looks like. So we didn't get that. So again, I do really like these. I think these were super cool. I really like it that they are played face up as well. That's really cool. So you could potentially take advantage of any of the Druid cards instead of waiting another round and stuff like that. Especially if you're playing with 2 chapters instead of 4. Now you have access to all 4 instead of you would in a regular game you'd only reveal 2 at max, right? Yeah, Brandon Kyushi, he's got the quest stuff, right? He's a little bit better at the quests and stuff like that. Thanks for stream, man, and awesome for the Uprising team to be here. Yeah, dude. Again, shout out to you guys, Dirk, Cornelius, and Pavil. You guys are fantastic, man. And honestly, anything that you come up with from now on, with the kind of love that you showed the game and just the community interaction and stuff like that and the passion, I'm on board, man. You don't even worry about it. You got a buyer for life now, man, because you guys do such a fantastic job. And again, shout out for being a part of the stream. You guys, it was great having you. Great conversation. Learned a little bit. You guys answered some questions that we had. So fantastic stuff. Ether conditions are all catch-up mechanics. Yeah, that's a good way. Yeah, you put it better than I did. Yeah. Yep, that's it. Thank you, dude. I look forward to it, man. Yeah, but this is a first win. There is a small asterisk next to it because it is 2 chapters, and I have been in a winning position before at 2 chapters. But then after playing another 2, you know, they get more threat placed on them. You get more legions and hordes out. So it's that last 2 chapters where it's like, but we were in a pretty good position with Kyushi. And I think we would have been in a pretty good position. What I probably would have done, I probably would have started coming over this way. I would have started coming over this way, cleared these, because I think at this point, the Imperial, the legions were starting to make, you know, turn it around. At first, in these first 2 chapters, it was kind of the horde that we had to pay attention to. We started removing a lot of curses, but I think the Imperials were going to turn the corner, and I think they were going to start coming back. Because now they got a lot of legions in play, a lot more garrisons and stuff like that. And you're finally streaming in European-friendly times. Yeah, that is specifically because of the Nemesis guys, the team. So don't expect this too much during the week. I will try to do it more on occasion because I do like this time zone better. Instead of streaming from 9 p.m. my time to like 2 a.m., I do like this better. But yeah, that's it. Chapter 3 usually kicks you in the nuts. I couldn't say it better myself. Yeah, for sure. For sure, man. Truly gamers at heart with a passion project. That's right. Waiting for that next game table campaign. Yeah. Spend our time on game mechanics. I think we're showing we know what we're doing. Yeah. Yep. For sure. Well, very cool. Again, guys, the campaign is in the description below. Let me now that we're here, let's have a little bit of fun. So let's do this. I think it's still up. So yeah, you see, I did backer 599, right? And I did already get the Titan pledge, right? The new Titan expansion, got the new stuff. So I got to go through and add some of the additional stuff. But I am definitely going to add the trays as well, so because those were really cool. But everything looks fantastic. And I mean, I even like the newest expansion. I read a little bit about it. The free expansion. So you guys are going to have alternate capital tiles, right? And that's going to change up the game a little bit of how the capital operates. That sort of stuff is cool, man, because it's like, it's just a small change, but it can have a huge impact on just how the game flows. So it's just something that small is really cool. Really cool. And it says, I think here, 3 new tiles, right, for the capital. But yeah, this stuff looks fantastic. So the Armory Pact, I guess I'm going to have to take a look at that. The blessings and everything like that. And I mean, the thing is, if people don't know already, I think I even said this in the review, but even just the card quality, I picked up one of the Druid cards, but even the card quality, it's not just your standard, like, paper card. Like, this is, like, nice material cards. Like, nice material for the cards. I don't even feel like I need to sleeve it. I want to, but I don't think I need to, man. I think it's good enough. The components are just off the charts in this one. So I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to do this. Wait, what is it? Is there an all-in? I guess just the bundle veteran pledge. I think I'm just going to go in for this one. Yeah, because that should be... The ultimate is for everything. $2.99 is, dude, that is not bad for all this stuff. Especially you're getting the minis for the curses. Is this the trays right here? I think it's the trays. So you get the trays, all the little expansion packs, 2 expansions, and the Titan seems like it's going to have a lot of stuff inside. And even the core box does alone. It comes with game trays and everything like that, so it's fantastic. So I think this is mine, veteran pledge. I'm going to add that, and I think, am I going to still need to add allies card pack, armory, and the blessings? Am I going to need to add that stuff? I think so. Oh no, not the allies. Okay. So I'll need to add... I'll still need to add the armory and blessings, right? I don't need another dice pack since the free one. I don't need another one. There's already a lot of dice in this game. On very rare occasions, I might need to re-roll a dice on very rare occasions. So I think one additional dice pack, that is plenty. That is plenty. If you do have like a lot of players a lot of the time, I could see you getting another dice pack just because you might not want to keep passing them around all the time. But so if that, in that case, I could definitely see an additional dice pack. But there's a lot of dice in there already. And for me, I'm probably not going to play this with, I might get my buddies to play this once or twice, but this is mostly going to be a solo game for me. So the 2 dice packs is going to be plenty. Yeah. But everything looks good. I mean, I think you guys had some pictures. Yeah, dude, these are gonna look so good. These are gonna look so good. Oh man. So it's gonna be 9 of them. There you go, 52 millimeters. So it's gonna be what are these? Are these 52 as well? The standees. Was there 9 that come in the game already? So we got 3 there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so there's 9 that come in there in the base game. Very cool. Very cool. I gotta put this down so I can see the stream. Let's see. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Oh, you mean the new? Oh, and dude, that's another thing. The deluxe components, like for the resources. Ooh, dude, I'm a sucker for that sort of stuff, man. I'm a sucker for that sort of stuff. Yeah, I bet they do. Wait, you guys, Pavel, you guys already have the, like the components and stuff? Maybe I'll have to get you guys to send me a pack of this. I like that. I like that you said that, Pavel. So when somebody makes a bad move, take the first player marker, just chuck it as hard as you can. What are you doing? Why did you do this? Well, we got some samples. There you go. There you go. They're bigger than the standees. Okay. Okay. You think so? Okay. Yeah, I don't have a ruler or something offhand. But even just like something like these tokens, like these where are they? I'm trying to, I forget which one. Like the point tokens for the factions. Like I just love that they're this big. It's just like, it's just so cool to move like these big chunky things around on the board and stuff like that. The new thing is heavy. Yeah. Yeah. Can really do some damage, man. Somebody will throw it at me, I'll hurt my other eye, probably. I'm excited, man. I'm really excited. I love this game. Like I said, it moved up into my top 10. It might go even further. It's just fun. It's thinky, but not being too thinky. A lot of combat. I love the combat. I feel like I always do this. Every time I do playthroughs and stuff, I always do like a mini review after each time I play it. They feel great. Heavy coins, nice, nice. That's cool, man. That's really cool. Well, very cool. So yeah, that's the game, guys. Again, if you want to know any more about the expansion or anything about the game in general, I did put a link in the description below. Let me see if I can get the. I'll just leave it in the description. Maybe I'll post it. I'll pin a comment in the after the video as well. So yeah, if you want to know anything more about that, check out the page. It is a phenomenal game. It is really good. And what's really cool is if you guys are kind of like nervous about, well, I've heard it's too hard and stuff like that. In the manual, they provide ways to, I even have it on the page, they provide ways to make it a little bit easier. And you know what? I'm always a big proponent of if you overall like the game, you like what it's doing and stuff, but there's maybe one thing off that you would like to see different. Why not just change it, right? Like maybe if you want to have, I'm not recommending to do this, but like this is only if you overall like the game. Like if you want to use maybe 9 activation gems instead of 8, just do something like that. But and that'll keep the overall feel of the game, right? So if something like that is stopping you, don't let it, right? It's a phenomenal game. I really like it. Like I said, they have we're playing on normal. It is kind of funny. There's only one more way to make it easier, but there's two more ways to make it even more challenging. So, so it can be brutal, but like I always say, I said this at the beginning, and pretty much every hard game that I play, as long as you love that journey, you like what the game's doing, even if you lose and you have a good time, that's all that matters. And then when you finally get that win, because guess what, you're getting better and better, which I'm slowly getting better. It's a sense of accomplishment, right? You have achieved something, and it feels really good. It feels really good. And like Dirk was saying at the beginning of the video, when I was talking to them, they didn't want to just make a game where it's just like you play the game and you just win, right? I don't want to play games like that. I don't want to just play these easy games. So this is one where it's a lot of fun all the way through, and it's a challenge. So I love the game. Highly recommend playing on the easy setting. I second that. Yeah, I second that. Just have all four at the start is much more fun. Yeah, it is pretty cool, man. Because like I said, then you get to take advantage of all the cool abilities. So that is really cool. Steadily increase the difficulty. Yep, exactly. Yeah, I think that's a good point, Brandon. Yep. You don't have to play 100% correctly. The game doesn't break easily. Just have fun instead of being correct. That's it, man. That's what it's all about. That is what it's all about, dude. You just have fun. Just have fun. Absolutely. If you got to do a little take back because it was, it went, a lot worse. I don't usually like doing the rolls take back, but like I did here, I moved what did I do? I think I went to do a quest. But I didn't move my hero. So instead I did a little take back to put him on a spot where there was, what was it? Something that basically gave me a bonus die for the quest. Just do little take backs like that. It's all about having fun. Absolutely. All the time, yeah. Yeah, I bet, dude. I bet. Okay. Given the fact that I'm probably going to lose all my units every round. See, but that's the cool thing, is that the game offers such an easy way to get those units back. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I absolutely love the quests. One thing I mentioned, I think in the review, is that, some of these games, there's a lot of different components that you could take advantage of. But there's clear winners with those components. You're most of the time you're probably not going to touch some of these other things because it pays to do some of the other actions more. So in some of those games, you rarely find yourself doing some of those actions. But in this, I feel like everything is in equal balance. The quests, don't sleep on those, because like you saw, we were getting rid of a lot of curses, right? So the quests are huge. But you also want to move your units around to try to take out some of the guys to get more points and to take them down so they don't get too hard. Or just to basically clear that spot so you can build one of your havens. But also don't sleep on the items, because if you have a guy that's really good at quests, you might have some item cards that allow you to be a little bit better in combat and stuff like that, or vice versa. So don't sleep on the items. So I really like that everything has like this equal balance of it's just as good. So there's really not a bad play as far as what you do there. I really like that. Let's see. This game's exactly, dude. Exactly. Yep. Item monsters. Yep. Exactly. Yep. That's a good way to put it, Pavel. Yep. Yeah, and see, Brandon, I kind of fall into that as well. As what I generally like to do is I generally like to build up a huge force. It's called turtling, right? I like to build up a huge force and then move in. But with this, it's kind of like, hey, you can't really do that because then you're not going to have as many havens. And it really pays to have the havens because then you get a lot more resources, right? And it praises exploring because then you can get more resources by exploring. But that also brings on more units. And you also want to move around to kill out some of these easy units to get some easy points. And While me being in that mindset of I want to really build up my units so then I can send out all my guys. Yeah, but it makes it so easy to get those units back if you explore and build havens, so then you have a lot more resources to get them back easier. So I really like that the game kind of says, hey, you know, you need to do this. You can't just sit back and turtle because it's not going to pay to do that. But it does it in a fun way that I really like doing. It's really cool, man. The new pirate faction is amazing too. You can help each other out, give items or resources. Yeah, and that's another cool thing is that it's cooperative, right? There's not how many games are out there like this. It's cooperative, man. So it really helps to get other players in that you're like, hey, look, dude, here's this game. It's kind of hard, but guess what? We're working together, right? We win together, we lose together. So it really pays. Yeah. The horde from the beginning get really strong. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Yep. Well, cool. Some great input here. I think this is a good place to end it. 3 hours, 15 minutes. But yeah, guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate this. I'm going to try to put this onto every spot that I can. Pavil, if one of you guys want to post a link to this in the Discord page, that would be awesome. That would really help out, get more eyes on this as well. So I'm going to post this on BGG, all that other nonsense. So yeah, really appreciate you guys stopping by. Pavil, Dirk, Cornelius, thank you guys so much. One, for making an awesome game. Congrats on the campaign. It's a huge success. A lot of people like this game. You guys have done an amazing job. I think this is like the third or fourth time saying it, but you guys deserve it. So thank you so much for making this game. It's fantastic. And for being as passionate and active in the community as you are. It really makes me want to just support you guys no matter what. So thank you guys. And yeah, so we actually got our first win. It was 2 chapters. Like I said, I'm counting it as a win, but it's a little asterisk. I really want that 4 chapter win. It's going to come. It's going to come. And I'm really excited about all the new stuff. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to post it in the comments. I know a little bit about the game, so I'll be able to help out a little bit. And yeah, so really looking forward to the stuff. So guys, everybody else, thank you so much for joining me. Stay tuned Friday for Oathsworn Chapter 4. It's going to be great. 4 chapter Arch Nemesis win next. Yeah. Yeah, man. We'll see. We'll see, brother. But okay, guys, thank you so much. That's going to be it for me. Stay tuned for Friday, Oathsworn. I'll see you guys then. Have a great rest of your day and great rest of your week. Thank you, guys. Catch you guys next time. All right. Peace.